Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Those Monday feels are hitting us so hard this morning because are we awake? Are we alive? Yes, we are. And we're here to serve you the best in morning TV. It's so good to be here. Ryle, good morning.
Good morning, you beautiful soul. You look amazing in these colors.
The
colors of love. I feel it radiating off of you. Are you ready for this week? It's a big one.
Oh, it's a big one.
Yeah?
And let me tell you, I never really used to celebrate love, but now I do to the utmost, and I even squeeze out every little bit of it.
Yes,
So I'm so excited as the week is going to reveal what my Valentine's plans are. It's going to be a good one. How about you?
Listen, I'm just here for love. I love love, and I think everybody else does. So for this entire week, I'm going to be jumping on every opportunity to share that with you, with giving you reminders about what gifts to get, maybe what gifts to get yourself, but more importantly, just to share the love in whatever form that we absolutely can. So I'm celebrating love this week, and I hope you're jumping on the love wagon with us because we're sending it right through for the next 3 hours, and there's so much to look forward to, especially the conversation that we have with you, Mzansi. So a lot to look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And one man that has come through and definitely donned the attire of love. G-Man, wow, you look good, bro. You look good.
Let's be honest, if there was one currency on the show, it would be love. And I've got nothing but love for you guys at home as well. Thank you so much for joining us. So much excitement in the air at the moment. Maybe a new relationship. Yep, that's something to get excited about. But we want to talk about one particular new journey this morning that's hopefully got you bouncing off the walls. What's the real magic of varsity life? Maybe it's something you've experienced and you want to share with us. Maybe it's something you're looking forward to. An older sibling filled you in. Is it the freedom, discovering new passions, your new purpose, the social scene? Or maybe it's just going to be those crazy deadlines, a new level of pressure. What do you think it is about varsity life that makes it so special, especially as you embark on this new journey for yourself? So let us know. You can drop us a voice note. 063-408-8863 is the number to use. In fact, if you want to have your say about anything you see over the next 3 hours, feel free, or you can hit us up on the socials. But we got to set the scene after a very busy weekend, delve into some of those sporting highlights and, of course, the major news headlines breaking over the weekend.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's get into your national news headlines first, where the South African government remains committed to diplomatic solutions regarding disputes over the Expropriation Act. Now, this, of course, follows U.S. President Donald Trump's executive order addressing egregious actions of the Republic of South Africa, which halts U.S. aid and promotes Afrikaner resettlement due to alleged race-based discrimination. International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola criticized the order's factual inaccuracies and condemned misinformation campaigns misrepresenting the nation. He said it was disappointing that such narratives had found favor among U.S. decision-makers. In other national news, Limpopo Transport MEC Violet Mathieu has confirmed the process of identifying the bodies from the Hoedspruit crash will begin today. 13 people, including a child, died in a head-on collision between a minibus taxi and a bakkie near Hoedspruit. Now, the vehicles caught fire, leaving the victims burnt beyond recognition. DNA tests will be used for identification, with the process taking place at Letaba Hospital, located outside Tsenin. MEC Mathieu assured that the identification of the remains would proceed carefully to ensure accuracy. Now let's take a look at your international news making headlines, where Namibia's first president, Sam Nujoma, passed away at the age of 95 in Windhoek. Nujoma, a key figure in the country's liberation struggle, co-founded the South West African People's Organization, or SWAPO, in the 1960s, leading the fight for independence from South Africa. Now, he served as president from 1990 until 2005. Namibian President Nangola Mbumba expressed deep sorrow at his passing, stating that Nujoma will be remembered as the, quote, father of the nation for his pivotal role in Namibia's independence. Meanwhile, China's tit-for-tat tariffs on U.S. set to take effect, Canada aims to strengthen ties with the EU, with Canadian and EU trade executives discussing relations at a meeting with the head of the World Trade Organization in Geneva. This as U.S. President Donald Trump recently threatened Canada, Mexico and China with higher export tariffs. Or import tariffs, rather. Meanwhile, as the U.S.-China trade war escalates, China said it would implement new import taxes on U.S. goods from today. China has also imposed export controls on 25 rare metals, some of which are key components for many electrical products and military equipment. And finally, heading back to the mother city because Cape Town is on track to have nearly 200 electric buses, marking a game-changing shift in public transport, easing congestion and reducing emissions. Golden Arrow is leading the charge, rolling out its first 20 EVs, with 120 more set to follow by year-end. Meanwhile, the city of Cape Town is set to introduce 77 electric buses to its My City fleet over the next 2 years. Charging infrastructure is expanding rapidly, supported by solar power and off-peak electricity from Eskom. This win-win transformation benefits commuters, the environment, and the city's bustling roads. As Cape Town embraces cleaner, smarter transport, a greener future is definitely well on its way. Anything to make the earth happier. Definitely some good news coming out of the mother city there. Well, that's where we leave your 6 o'clock news. It's time to delve into the sporting world now. Here's Graham with the latest.
And still, the undisputed champion of the Octagon at UFC 312 in Sydney over the weekend, Dricus du Plessis, retained the UFC middleweight belt, and he did it in style, taking it back from the same rival, Sean Strickland, just over a year ago, of course. Well, it went to the judges again this time. There was zero doubt with his campaign going very much according to script. In fact, the South African producing his best striking performance to date, dominating every round and making good on his intent to beat the battle-hardened American at his own game. And then in another spectacular co-main event, Zhang Wei Li gilded her modern great status by dominating the unbeaten Tatiana Suarez. 2 absolute cracking fights. Now, more history being made as the South African indoor hockey men's team earned their first ever major medal in history as they defeated Belgium 6-5 in the bronze medal match, probably match of the tournament of the FIH Indoor Hockey World Cup in Porec in Croatia on Sunday. So after a pretty slow start, ending that first quarter 1-0 behind, the team responded with incredible intensity. Mustafa Kasim taking his overall tally to 17 goals over the tournament, to be named player of the tournament as well. In fact, voted best young player back in 2023. His scintillating form on the global stage this season, underpinned now by 118 goals for country in just 47 games. Congratulations to him and the rest of the team. Now, of course, the sole game on the URC menu, a North-South derby this weekend, did not disappoint as the Vodacom Bulls, they just edged out the DHL Stormers 33-32 at a packed DHL Stadium on Saturday. Wilco Low anchoring a dominant northern scrum for most of the match, and some dramatic swings culminating with Stormers flanker BJ Dixon powering over to cut a 6-point deficit to just 1 point. And with a minute and a half left on the clock, recent sub Clayton Blommetjies' missed conversion gave the crowds and certainly the neutrals full value. So the Bulls now further secure 3rd spot on the log. The Stormers off the pace down in 10th. And then more glory over the weekend as MI Cape Town put on yet another remarkable bowling display to clinch their maiden Betway SA20 title at the Wanderers. And that, of course, on Saturday afternoon, ending the hopes of a hat-trick of titles for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. So the real team effort at the crease, the Cape Town franchise reaching 181 for 8 in their 20, then restricting the outgoing champions to only 105. Kagiso Rabada with 4 for 25, and then Trent Bolts 2 for just 9. Once again, stealing the show for the tabletoppers. And the latter, in fact, earning him the Man of the Match award with the honour of having won all 4 global titles with the MI franchise. Now, Sunrisers Marco Janssen, also in the wickets there, was named Player of the Tournament. More highlights coming as we progress. So much happened over the weekend, so much to be proud about as a South African. We'll touch on that as we go. But right now, let's see if the weather's going to play ball. Start of a brand new week. Let's get the latest.
Absolutely, and thank you so much, G-Man. A new week, that means new weather, and the South African Weather Service has issued several warnings for today. Now, a yellow level 2 warning alerts us of severe thunderstorms, including damaging winds, excessive lightning, hail, and heavy downpours, which could cause localized flooding in Gauteng, Eastern Free State, the northwest, the southwestern parts of Limpopo, the western parts of Mpumalanga, and parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, another yellow level 2 warning predicts disruptive rainfall, leading to flooding in informal settlements and low-lying areas of the Lowveld and Valley of Limpopo. Now, additionally, a yellow level 1 warning forecasts damaging winds and waves affecting sea navigation between Alexander Bay and Cape Agulhas. But we've got an absolutely incredible picture to share with you this morning, and that's our sunrise view of the hour. All the colors of love in this one. And look at this beautiful shot from Billy, all the way from Pretoria in 29 degrees Celsius weather. That's coming up. But wow, what an iconic shot. Absolute drama. The colors of love, orange, yellow, hues all around, and the beautiful silhouette in the foreground there. What a beautiful shot. And let's keep it coming. The number is 0634088863. The bar officially has been set, and let's see if we can keep those beautiful sunrises coming through. So keep it coming, and we'll keep the information coming your way. And speaking of, let's see what temperatures you can expect on your side of town.
We've got a lot to talk about, but kind of Drickus is going to be woven into a lot of that. In fact, so much to be proud of. The netball ladies getting silver in the UK. Hockey men getting bronze. The FIH Indoor World Champs. Unbelievable game. One of the best of. But of course, I think Drickus just dominating.
Gotta be.
He is, without a doubt. I think people starting to use the term pound for pound. He just showed another level in his fight against Sean Strickland this weekend. Dominated every round. There was no question. Could have done with a knockout, but hey, who's going to pick, you know? Brilliant,
but it was
man.
a crazy fight. We're going to be chatting about that, and we're going to bring you more in the world of sport. Yes, because it's all about Varsity Cup action, and we've got a lot to discuss, a lot happening when it comes to the season, and we're going to give you some first-hand advice and maybe put some of us through our paces. So you've got some rugger skills. How are they feeling?
A little bit nervous.
you
I
play
don't know why they
sport?
chose me. Sports, baby.
Do it, girl.
Listen, I might not know that much about sports, but I do know about Here's, because I was there on the sideline cheering on everybody, and we get to chat to a great Flash team coming out of Tygerberg High School. It was such an incredible experience seeing it all happen, but we'll tell you more about that straight after this. So don't go anywhere. Grab a cup of coffee. You deserve it, and we'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Time to get excited. Why we got to get ready for the ultimate rugby showdown. The 2025 Varsity Cup and Shield are here, taking rugby that rocks to the next level. And for the players, it really does highlight the next level that's there, with electrifying matches, rising stars, unforgettable moments. This season promises to redefine student rugby for the fans, certainly, and most importantly for the players. And we are joined by Enos and Sipo Dionase and Alex Vermeulen representing Ike's. Guys, thank you so much for being here early in the season, early in the day, I know, but you would normally be up at this time running pulse sprints.
Oh, 100%.
Kind of, yeah, he's there. And you're not even, there wasn't even a bit of pain in your eyes when you said that. Welcome to it. All the best for the new year. I would imagine now you can get excited. How are you feeling about the season ahead?
It's super exciting. I think we've obviously worked hard for a long time. And when it gets close to the tournament, it just gets so exciting. And then there's a clear buzz around the environment and our team. We're excited to get to it.
The emotions clearly there, the excitement clearly there, the fitness and the strategy. When you get to this point in the season, does it feel like you're kind of a hamster on a wheel? Because you just need to play now. You just need to get there and implement. Where is pre-season?
Yeah, I think exactly right with that. I think everyone's very, very keen to get the season going. And I think today in a week we start against Booker at home. So yeah, everyone is super, super excited to want to play and like get on that field and just showcase what we can do.
I'm glad you used the word showcase. Does it feel like that? Like this is now kind of a scouting opportunity. Over 50 players have gone on from varsity level onto the top tier of South African rugby. You've got to know that this is where an international career for a lot of players, for half 100 players has begun. Does it feel like that? This is that opportunity?
Yeah, 100%. I think what's also quite cool is that when you see so many guys move on from Varsity Cup to go to like Stormers or franchise, and then from there they go international level, like it leaves you with so much excitement that you know that it could be an opportunity. And so each and every single game you play, you know you want to empty the bucket because you never know what could happen, the opportunities that pretty much avail themselves.
I love it, man. The sports analogies are strong. Yeah, the coaches have been in it in the dressing room. I love it because this is the kind of rugby where you express yourself, and there's a reason why we go here to look to see where South African rugby is going, because there is a freedom to play and express yourself like you don't get maybe in the tiers above you. That being said, you've got to still get the job done. Yeah. It's still a tournament, you've still got varsity to take care of, but when you look at what you want to achieve on the field, what does that look like this season?
I think our team has been blessed enough to have such good coaches who drive our performance, and I think we know that as long as we take care of our performance, the result will go our way. So yeah, we've been working hard at getting our mentality right for the field and just to connect as players and as a group, and just to make sure that whatever we do, make sure that the performance is good, and that will result in our outcomes.
And the bucket is empty, my friend. I love that. I'm going to use that for the rest of the day. My poor son is going to get the empty bucket for the whole day in karate. I don't care. It's going to be there. I don't know if Robbie's in earshot right now, but when Robbie Fleck is tuning you from the sideline now, that's got to be a validation in itself. Talk to me about your coaching team. Obviously an incredible rugby player and manager at the helm there, but it takes an army to mount a campaign like this.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, obviously Robbie's the head coach and he does a lot, but there's a lot of guys there who have been there and played at the highest level, and they've helped us so much with our game. Like my experience especially is like I've grown so much as a rugby player, and Flecky's helped a lot with that. Coaching me, helping me, and basically whatever he says, you just kind of do. You just
there is, if there was a mistake with it, it would have been found out when he was playing. You know? No, I absolutely love the way that there are so many players pouring back into the system, because we need our style of rugby to be exemplified as well. It's one thing getting the wins, it's another thing to show that kind of South African style of rugby. And a lot of eyes on the Cape now to look for the flair, to look for the pace, to look for that inside, outside the box sevens kind of style of playing. What is the style of play when it comes to your team? When do you know that you guys are firing on all cylinders?
I think the beautiful thing about that question is that we played a warm-up game a few weeks ago, and our style of play is pretty much having effort in everything that we do. Nice. And so we know that when we bring effort in everything that we do, we're gonna play the way that we want to. And when we don't, we're gonna pretty much do the opposite of that. And so even in our training sessions, we try to drive effort. So we're making sure that the UCT way of playing rugby is always running rugby. It's fast. And being fast requires you to have effort. And so that's pretty much our style of play, having that inside guy and making sure that the ruck is quick, making sure that when you do have a scrum, we're making sure we're firing quick in everything that we do. And so bringing effort in all that we have is what we do.
Can we keep the three of you around all day, man? I'm getting a buzz from this, man. I think you could be my team, my corner team for the rest of today. Obviously, the last North-South derby over the weekend didn't go according to plan from a Southern perspective. What are you expecting from your season opener, and how important is it to set the tone with your opening encounter?
Yeah, I feel like in the past, we struggled to quite get out the blocks, and I think we've obviously worked on the mentality shift. I think we've got an exciting group, a fairly new and young group, but I think the excitement is that we know that we've put in the effort and the work we've put in, and there's an excitement to now go out and, as Sipo said earlier on, just empty the tank from minute one. I feel like we've done the work, and so our conditioning will carry us through. So there's literally no reason why we can't just go out there in that first game and try our best to win and carry that momentum through.
And you guys look lean and mean. I love pre-season, man. Everyone's bodies are fresh and strong still. We'll speak in a couple of weeks' time. All the best of luck. I'm not allowed to be impartial. I am feeling a little biased right now. But don't worry, that tune will change the next team that comes into studio. Stay safe. Most importantly, look after your bodies and enjoy expressing yourselves and emptying the tank. And of course, it all kicks off with all sorts of new exciting things happening for the fan as well. So stay very close to what I think is the most exciting rugby you'll see in South Africa.
Oh yeah, hands down, I'm not going to argue with that. Absolute gears, and you can just feel the spirit coming from these lads, and they're definitely not going anywhere. I can't wait to see them move and put this one through her paces too. We're speaking about spirit, and I think half of what gets us through our schooling years is school spirit. And one such school is taking these and this energy, I think, to absolutely new heights, something that you definitely couldn't resist, right?
I couldn't resist it. Let me tell you, I went ahead and visited Tygerberg High School, where all the action is happening. The school spirit is just so on display there. It is absolutely beautiful. And I've got to introduce you to the Flash team. They bring so much energy, and here's, of course, rhythm, come on, and then unity, bringing the school together with their electrifying performances. I got to catch up with the students behind the magic, and here is all the energy for you on this Monday morning.
Let's go!
School spirit, energy, and a whole lot of rhythm is exactly what the Tygerberg High School Flash team is all about. From exciting flash mobs to really powerful chants, they really embody the spirit of what the school is all about. Today, we step into their world to find out exactly what Flash is. Not only that, how they managed to bring this magic to life. Ready? Let's go. Yurita, this is such an exciting time, and thank you for having us in this space. My goodness. We got to go back to the origins, though. Where did the Flash team even start? Whose idea was this?
So actually, this is the 31st year we're doing this. So this goes way back. The team obviously changes every single year with new teachers coming in and teachers leaving. So we are a relatively new group at the moment, like 3 years running at the moment. It is a athletic event that happens every single year in Feb, and the Flashes kids are the kids that are not the athletes, so we want to include them as well.
Can you talk to me a bit more about the process in putting something like the Flash team together?
So the process actually started last year in October already, but that's just between just the team. Working on the Flashes, drawing the Flashes, working on the songs, the theme, writing the story. So that already started last year. And then the actual Flashes, the practicing with the students, that happens the moment we get to school in Jan. It's 3 hours a day for the first 2 weeks. I know, and then for the last week, it's 4 hours a day. So we are currently in the last week, so the pressure's on.
Bill and Michael, it's so good to meet both of you. Thank you for having us as part of the spirit of the Flashes. I really want to get into the responsibilities of a captain, though, and I know you have some experience, Michael, so talk to me about that.
So being a captain is first of all, lots of responsibility, because it's about almost 700 learners that you are overseeing. But really, the responsibility was truly delegated because me by myself, I couldn't do it alone. And I could only do it with the help of my team, so I was truly grateful for that. So for me, what the magical moment was, looking at the collective and them just painting that beautiful picture, it was spectacular. You know, we as the leaders of the Flashes just doing one thing, doing another movement, but it's actually the learners that create the whole picture. We are just the bystanders while they are actually the performers.
Bella, take me through some of your highlights from the past year. What really stands out for you?
I think it's without any doubt the New Zealand versus South Africa game at DHL Stadium last year. For me, it was like when the school announced it to us and our teachers told us, it felt so unreal that we were actually going to perform for the whole world. And I mean, for the team, the Springboks, I mean, it was more than an honor. And I can still remember walking onto the field and I just could feel the ground literally shaking. And I was like, wow, we are actually here. And I think no one really understands the effort that goes in with flashing. Like it looks as simple as just opening and closing your blazer, but it takes a lot of effort memorizing, still concentrating at school and trying to remember the lyrics, trying to remember the moves, looking at the leaders and trying to also understand what they're trying to say, because on the day of DHL Stadium, it was so loud and everyone was on top of each other, but somehow we pulled it through, we gave it our all, and I think that will forever be the greatest memory of Tygerberg High School.
Well, now that we know who the Flashes are and what they're about, it's time to put me to the test, and let's see if I can keep up to their paces when it comes to them showing me a quick flash demo. I hope I'm ready, y'all, but let's get into it. Okay, Tyler, take it away.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. You can take me hard to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. You can take me hard to go. What does it get your number? What's it to bring you home? Hurry up, it's time to suffer. Hurry up, I'm hard to home. What's it to get your number? Hurry up, it's getting go. Hurry up, it's time to suffer. Hurry up, I'm hard to go.
Ooh, I think I did it. All right, Tyler, thank you for chatting with us today. I'm so curious about what really sparked your interest in wanting to join the Flashes. Take me through that.
Okay, so as one of the people that have been sitting down here, doing the Flashes every day, just working hard and looking forward in front of me on the stage, I just felt it was so empowering and just so influential seeing them lead us to victory. And I just felt like I want to be part of that. I want to be able to lead a group of people so that they can as well find some success in their life. I also love to dance, so it's just really fun, and I love singing as well. So other than that, I enjoyed it so much. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, wow, wow. What an exciting day, but also an inspiring one, seeing the Tygerberg High School Flash team in action. I think one thing is clear. These are not just performers, no. They are bringing the students together in the name of course, unity and pride, and not forgetting so much fun. Now, if you want to give them a follow, please go ahead and keep up to date with all the details across their social media. And in the interim, always remember to keep that spirit high. H-O-T-T-O-O.
Positions are still available. Absolutely love that. That's the kind of fierce we're looking for.
Absolutely, man. I wish we could have more of this at every school, because you all deserve cheerleaders in our corner. And I think for now, we're going to be your cheerleaders for the next few hours, Mzansi, because we got you covered this Monday. There's so much to look forward to, right? We still got some action coming up with the Ikeys, yeah?
Yep, the fitness will flow, and I think some cheerleaders might be needed. Carissa's going to be put through her paces with a bit of a fitness workout to get prepped for the varsity rugby rugby season ahead. Then we're back in the kitchen to fuel the bodies and the brains for a busy varsity year. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You look like you need some money, man.
I do, bro. You got a plan for me? You got some options?
That was rude. Everyone looks like they need some money right now, and we want to help you start off your Monday by playing Daily Lotto for a little bit of money. An estimated 500,000 Rand, in fact, is in the jackpot, and you could win it all. But don't get left behind. You've got to get your tickets now. You can do it in-store when they open, nationallottery.co.za online. Their mobile app, you can use your own cell phone banking platform or dial *120 *7529# for USSD.
Yeah, so like she says, if you're looking like me, then do the following. Get the details on Expresso social media pages right now. Go check them out and go play the lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand in jackpots today. And that means you could be a big, big winner, but only if you get involved and play now. So, question is, what are you waiting for? Yeah, it's a good one.
It's time. Let's get into it. All right. It's all about the UCT Rugby Icons, and I can't wait to just see exactly what these boys have to offer for me. It's all about strength, as you know. It's all about stamina too. And it is about going from field to gym, gym to field, getting ready for top training drills, conditioning secrets. We'll let you in on those. And of course, the mindset that keeps them at their peak performance. Hello, gents. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay, so we're going to get into this. Hold back, but don't hold back. So where do we begin?
I think we can start with the legs, because no one likes doing that, so get that hard one out of the way.
Yeah.
And what we normally do is we'll go into a split squat like this.
There we go.
And normally it's elevated, but we'll start off easier. And here, get a weight on your back if you can. Otherwise, you can just squat down like that.
And use your body weight.
And use your body weight.
Yeah.
And you can go 10 here.
You're hearing cracking, it's not my knees.
And then you swap legs now.
All right.
And go another 10.
People, how are you feeling over there?
No, easy.
Easy, okay.
Feeling good. How you feeling?
No, I do this every morning. What do you mean?
That's the one.
Get me on your field now.
100%.
So next, I think we can move up, go into the core now. And for this, let me see if there's nothing. No.
What do you need? We'll help you. What do you need? Talk to me.
Actually, no, it's all right. But yeah, you're gonna go onto our back now.
Okay.
You go into your back.
All right.
And then move that leg down. So on the way down, you press up. And press up. And you can do this 5 times in each leg.
What are you pressing?
You press into this leg,
Okay.
and well, that leg goes down. And you can swap.
The core strength.
Yes. This is a summer body.
Summer body. Made in summer.
100%.
So you done 5 on each side. That's basically our core.
Okay.
Going up and go into our chest now. And normally,
My knees. Sorry, I'm getting old.
could just
That's
do
that 30 plus talking. Okay.
onto push-ups here, and then you just do another 10 of these. Just go down.
Am I cheating if I'm on my knees?
No, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, good. Whew. All I'm saying is that I'm keeping up with these boys, right?
Yeah.
If you want to make it harder, put a weight on your back.
Whew.
No explosive push-ups?
What are explosive push-ups?
Explosive push-up. So you go there, and like that. Like a clap push-up there. You want to try that?
That's the one.
Last one.
I'll try 3.
Yes, yes. Well done.
With enough encouragement, I can do anything. Okay.
What's next, Alex?
I think for shoulders.
Last one. Make it good. Do you want the ball? Shall we do something with the ball? I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming in, it's coming in. Got you.
Okay, so we just teach you how to pass.
Yes.
Cool.
So basically the basics of passing is that you just hold the ball one hand a little bit above the other. And if you want to spin past it, you literally just... This hand doesn't do anything, it's just a guiding hand. Your bottom hand is the one that's going to do most of the work.
Okay.
So you can even do it like that, and then you just spin it.
Could have warned me. Okay, wait. So this hand,
That's it, and you just like kind of let it go.
let it go. So you just let it go.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's coming.
Okay.
Hey,
There you go.
Okay.
am I being left out here?
Okay. Let me pass it to you, Sipo. Okay.
Yeah, on the pass here.
Hey,
Yeah?
one more time. That's the one. Let's try the
Okay.
other
But
side.
how do I hold it with both hands? So one underneath, this one just goes here.
So that one can just go there.
Yeah.
And that one just like guides to where you're going.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Get some spin now.
I'm about to go for some quick hands.
You guys can get quick hands, yeah?
Quick hands. Okay.
Yeah.
Quick hands.
We're gonna do quick hands.
Right. Just gotta come
Back
back quickly.
again.
Oh, it's like hot potato.
Yeah.
Okay. Except, just spin it.
There you go. You get the hang of it.
I think I got
There
this. Oh, she is a pro. Let me tell you, Zanzi. I love being put through my paces just to test the skills that are innately within me because, you know, I'm an athlete. So I love being tested by these guys in particular. But also, I think that we've worked up an appetite. I don't know about you guys. You feeling
No,
hungry?
definitely,
Yeah.
After
Those
a good workout.
explosive...
Explosive clap.
Those explosive clapping shots did it for me. So let's head into the kitchen to see exactly how we can feed our rugby boys.
Awesome.
And ladies, okay, I like the skills development. I think Enos is liking the skills development even more than me. And of course, you need to feel put back into the body what you've taken out in a training
Yeah,
session.
100%.
So we are going 100% for not one, but 2 steaks per player this morning. Enos is going to whip us up a beautiful steak with a creamy, smashed potato, and it just looks absolutely amazing. So stick around for that. We're going to get into some entertainment news as well, and then help you get prepped for going back to varsity because the time has arrived. Not to make you nervous.
Yeah, no worries.
So happy about everything. We'll see you now.
Thank you.
Okay, it is 2 steaks though.
Yeah.
You can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back, and it's time for some fun, some games. And speaking of all the games that we just had this morning with the Varsity Cup action, we thought let's bring it back to the varsity style of things, and obviously back to work as well. So that means it's back to reality. But don't worry, because a game has you covered with some top home essentials to make your return stress-free, stylish, and super efficient at that. I love those.
I like all of that. I
Yes.
think all of us, never mind just those of us in varsity phase of life, need to get in on this, but I love this. We're going to put some scenarios to you and offer some great solutions. So the ultimate student and work essentials, the Canon Pixma 4-in-1 printer at just 1,099 Rand. Prints copies, it scans, it also faxes, so no more last-minute library sprints to print that assignment.
Love it.
Sometimes it's got to be in hard copy. Sometimes you only notice a mistake once it's in hard copy and have to reprint it.
Yeah.
This just takes a lot of stress out of the equation. I love it. Man.
I've got a question for you, man. Let me, maybe you can fill me in on the scenario, right?
Okay.
We have like 5 seconds to give an answer here. So
All right.
I'm going to count you down, all right? So here's the scenario. Your boss asks you for a last-minute copy of a report, right? But you have no idea where the original is. What is your move? 5 seconds, bro.
Just from my phone to my printer, and I print it right out and smile as I hand it to my boss.
Boom! Work is slayed. Nicely done, G-Man. The Canon printer came in handy there.
No, it really does help. And I think so many of these crunch moments happen at the worst possible time. So to have
Murphy's
that kind
Law.
of control, absolutely love that, man.
Yeah.
So then what's varsity or work without quick meals? Okay, I think that's where they were designed. In fact, and the Russell Hobbs, a microwave, kettle and sandwich maker, a 1,999 combo is a game changer. Look at that. If you're going to buy someone a back-to-varsity gift,
That's like a back-to-varsity kitchen.
Yeah.
That's like all you need for
Sorted.
food for the year.
That's your lounge. If you're really lean, it can be your entertainment. You can watch the microwave. It's the cool thing inside.
Absolutely.
That is amazing. That is really good value.
I think all the essentials that you pretty much would need are there. I've got an idea for you. Maybe you can help me out with this one, right? Another scenario. You have 2 ingredients, all right? 10 seconds to try to tell me how you turn these combos into a meal using only these gadgets you see on the screen, right? So I'm going to give you ingredients. You've got bread, cheese, noodles, and eggs. What are you going to do, G?
Oh, man, I think you can eat the one while you're making the other. I quite like that. So you can literally...
Put the bread in the toaster?
Toast it.
Yeah.
You can get the noodles on the go while you're chowing the toast.
From the boiling water in the kettle?
And then you can put the cheese on the toast, put it in the microwave. You know what I'm thinking? Valentine's Day is sorted, Blue. That's varsity Valentine's right there. I like that, man.
Oh, nicely done. And I think that's absolutely a perfect combo. Not only for varsity, but like anyone who wants to start a kitchen or just a kitchen that can do it all. That's
And
pretty much it.
Beautiful, man. I like that.
Now, we got one more for you because I think blocking out distractions in style with the JBL over-ear headphones, and that's for only 1,299 Rand,
nice.
is an absolute must. Bring in the focus, bring in the opportunity to escape and have a moment to yourself. And in celebration of this deal, we're going to hum a tune, and hopefully you can guess what it is. G-Man, should I hum for you? All right, you ready? I don't know how good my humming is, but see if you can get this one, all right?
All right,
Maybe you can play with this one, Mzansi. I'll add some notes into this as well. Come on, how good was my humming? Not that bad. Not that
That was great humming, dude. I got it.
You got it?
And I'm like the least musical person on the planet. You guys can get this as well. Finally, of course, no one survives work or varsity without good Wi-Fi. Perhaps we should have started there. And the TP-Link whole home mesh Wi-Fi system is a steal at a cool 1,599 Rand. That's going to keep you connected. It's going to keep that connection smooth no matter how many devices are streaming. If all your mates come into your dorm to come and use your Wi-Fi. No, I think this is absolutely vital. So much of our work happens through that particular gateway. Talk about that stress. that is a great jumping off point. We are sorted for varsity.
Sorted, yeah, man.
I'm going
These
to go
are
back.
Pure essentials that will get you over the line, get you that degree, and get you the job that you've been dreaming about. So when
Wow.
you're setting up for success, upgrading your study station or making sure your Wi-Fi is always on, I think, and especially when it's on point, well, Game's got your back, and you can head in store or shop online at game.co.za. Now go get that degree.
I love that we're talking all things to do with going back to school, because that also means that many things are making a comeback, including varsity rugby. And we've got Enos in the kitchen with us. And I know you smelt the food and said, sign me up, right?
Yes, immediately.
Yeah, immediately. So we're going to get into something absolutely delicious for you. Of course, everything available on expressoshow.com, but let me tell you what is cooking in the kitchen. We're whipping up a creamy peppered sirloin steak served with crispy smashed potatoes and steamed broccoli, a nice balanced meal. Now, we have to ask the question, though, can you handle the heat in the kitchen the same as the field?
Oof, great question, and I think I definitely can, yes.
You can? Okay, well, let's put it to the test. Sticking around, the steak is sizzling, it's sounding good. Now, we don't want to do too much. It's already started the process.
Yes, indeed.
You like your steak how?
I want to say medium rare.
Yes, there was
Medium
only
rare.
one right answer to that. Well done, Enos. Okay, so that's just warming up a little bit.
Yes.
It's done its thing. So I'm going to take it out to rest. And hopefully,
All right, amazing.
and this well. Thank you, sous chef.
Pleasure.
Put that in. Okay, so those will rest.
Yeah.
And then we're going to make the creamy sauce to go along with
Yes.
this. So you said in the kitchen, out of 10, you are a...
Ooh, I think I've watched a lot of cooking shows.
Okay.
And I don't want to disappoint my mother on live
Okay,
TV. So
I love this for
I'm
you.
gonna go say 8.5.
Let's swap
8.5.
places. You do the sauce,
Okay.
and I will be your sous chef. So throw in
Amazing.
the stock.
So yeah, we want to throw in our stock first.
Uh-huh. Okay, you take
And
over.
once you hear
Tell
that
me what
little-
to do.
That little light silence, you know you've done well. Then you just want to carry on adding your ingredients. And the key is to just give it a little whisk and stir while you're doing it.
Oh, I love this.
Just to make sure you get the right consistency. Now, I'm sure right now, hopefully my mother is proud of me as I'm going along here.
No, you're doing so well.
You know, in rugby, Carissa, it's said that us forwards are quite good in the kitchen. So hopefully I'm not disappointing all the forwards watching
I don't
as
think
well.
so. So wait, tell me what a forward is.
So a forward's basically our bigger guys in the team. And our heavier guys. Our guys who kind of like are in the contact and in the physical aspect of the game more than the backline players.
Do you tackle?
Ooh, a lot.
Okay.
A
That's
lot.
cool.
And that's why I feel like coming home after a long physical game and having a great meal like this is essential for me.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've added in some mustard, seasoning, salt, pepper. This was soy sauce, Worcester sauce.
Yeah, Worcester sauce.
Cream, as well as beef stock, and that's
Yes.
going to make the delicious creamy topping
Yes.
for our steak.
It's going to be amazing.
And well, Graham was saying you have 2 steaks because you need the protein.
Oh, yes, very much so. Protein is a great way to help us with recovery and build our muscles that everyone loves to see.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. It's bubbling up. It's looking absolutely good.
Yes.
Maybe turn the heat down a little bit. I'll
Yes.
guide you there so that can do its thing. That's right. You got it.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
there we go,
okay.
there
You
we
know
go.
what? You switched it up, but that's all good. A pro in the kitchen, and then carbs. We're not scared of carbs.
No, never.
Okay, carbs are great. So we're going to parboil these potatoes and then smash them to get crispy in the oven.
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
So we're going to need some oil.
Oh,
we
yes.
smash them
Actually, yeah,
first?
let's smash them first.
Okay, you do that one.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm just a damsel in distress. I need that help.
No, never.
I need help smashing potatoes.
Yeah. I'm sure my gym work is coming into play, smashing
Yeah,
potatoes
some
right
arm
now.
work right now. So tell
Yeah.
me about your exercise routine. I mean, what does that look like for you?
So we're spending a lot of time just making sure our bodies are able to take that physical contact all the time. So yeah, a lot of time is spent in the gym and a lot of time is spent on the field strengthening our muscles in every way possible.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And is the goal to become a Springbok player? Like, what are we looking at?
Yeah, I think that'll be an absolute privilege, especially
Yeah.
knowing what the Springboks mean for this country. And so yeah, it'll be an amazing feat to be one of those players that have come through the Varsity Cup systems
Incredible.
and have become a Springbok.
Are there any Springboks that came through the Varsity Cup system that you know of that
Yeah,
you look up to?
they definitely are. I know there's been guys like Arceus Name one, there's been guys like Curtly Orange, so many that have gone through the systems and become Springboks. So yeah, it's exciting to know that there's so many that
Oh, I love that.
have led the example.
Okay, well, I know that you are definitely leading the example for so many that are going to come after you. We are seasoning our smashed potatoes, got some salt and pepper and garlic, and then, of course, thyme.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite things to add in. So good. And then we put this in the oven for, I would say, like 20 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think that's a great amount of time.
Oh, I was just asked by my producer if you have Valentine's plans.
Oof. That's a tough question to answer on live, but yes, I do have a
You've
special
got some
someone this year.
plans?
Yes.
Oh, breaking so many hearts right now, Enos.
Oh,
But listen, we've got the other guys on standby. Let's find out if they also believe that you're a real chef, because you've kind of convinced me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. And then they're going to taste the steak that you have created.
Yes.
If it's good, it was me. If it's not good, it was you. So let's see. Let's see. Sipo and Alex, come and taste the steak your teammate has made.
Is it this one?
No knife. Just, you know what? Just go in, take a bite.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, you know, who needs utensils?
I thought you didn't have one.
I would have loved to see that. Okay, go ahead with a butter knife, cut through that steak. Hopefully soft as butter.
It's quite hard to.
Oh, are you fighting with your meat? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I've actually cooked for Sipo quite a bit.
Oh, you have?
So he's used to my high levels of cooking, hopefully.
No, you've done well.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We've got the thumbs up from Sipo. Let's see if Alex is enjoying this.
Myself and Chris have done well, actually.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah, good. Enos, well done.
A good sign is the silence, because they're enjoying it, they're taking it in. I feel like you need to taste your own work as well. We've done pretty well.
Yes.
Good job, team member. We're going to head to an ad now, but straight afterwards, we've got so much more coming your way. ExpressoShow.com is where you find this recipe. Where you find him is on social media or on the field.
Yeah.
So. Or in the kitchen. We might make a comeback in just a little bit. You'll have to find out right here on Expresso. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome to it. Opening up right here on S3. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're about to make it feel even better because we bring on entertainment news.
Yes. Can I ask, is this the sign for entertainment?
Yeah, this is
It's the multinational sign to
Let's
towards
not go deep into this. We'll leave it at that for now.
Oh man, I love it. I love me some entertainment news. Our Mondays definitely need something to cheer us up. But the first story, maybe not so much.
Okay.
It's just an update on all things to do with Bruce Willis.
Oh, brilliant.
As we know, he's got dementia and his family's trying to really navigate this new space that's, I mean, nobody expects this to happen. So Demi Moore has come forward. As we know, they were married for many, many years. They got divorced 25 years ago, but since then, as we know, they share 3 kids. So they have created this new family system. He does have a wife, but she says she literally sees him weekly just to make sure that she also stays within his remembrance and just takes care of him in a way that, you know, an ex-wife could and should.
And they are very good friends.
Exactly. And she's saying, why not? This new family system can be reinvented by whoever is involved and just kind of giving a new take on what family means. And I thought that was actually really beautiful.
And kind of a responsibility, because I think a lot of people are going to, certainly within the press frame, are going to go to her, and she can shield the family to an extent. Not everyone wanted to be in the spotlight to this degree, and certainly not for this reason. So I think she understands, and you look at her position within the industry even, she's kind of taken on quite a dominant role. She's back in the spotlight. So I think she understands that if she's front-facing, she can shield Bruce in
She's
particular.
got the power
but
to do it.
yeah, exactly. So that's great. I love that.
I don't know if you guys have watched Substance. It is absolutely insane.
They could have warned you it was a horror film.
They didn't warn us.
I thought it was just like a psychological thriller. It's a horror. Okay, don't let anyone tell you different. It's a freaky, weird horror, man.
Take this as a warning, please, before you watch it. Not for children. All right, let's get into our Braga star, Nadia Nakai. Absolutely love a South African, Zimbabwean, SA hip-hop star, as we know. And unfortunately, we know that AKA has passed away in 2022. So this year would mark 3 years that he's no longer with us. And she basically has said that she's going to come out with a tribute album for him. As we know, they dated just before the passing. And we all know AKA's fans are called Megacy. And so she's coming out with this thing called Bragacy, because she's Braga, Megacy, Bragacy. And it's just going to be really beautiful. I think she's just wanting to heal through this and take us on that journey and just really, you know, owe it to him in terms of the music lasting forever.
And I think that's such a beautiful opportunity, because when you look at the impact that he actually had on many of these artists, many of the people in our country, I don't think they felt they had that opportunity to express how they felt, to express the impact that he had on them and their careers. So slowly now, I think as artists start to heal, as they start to like recalibrate and process what's gone on, they have an opportunity now to actually share that. And I think it's something we can look forward to, because this man impacted on a beautiful level. So it can only result in beautiful music.
I
Also
can't
brings
wait.
it back to a positive space, which must be so difficult to do when in light of.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I love that for her. I love that for his fans to be able to go back through, as you say, that journey of healing together.
Celebrate
love
him,
that.
Yeah, because we are healing together. Well, the 28th of Feb is when you can expect that. So any day now, Nadia Nakai,
Well
Braga
done,
fans
sister.
alike are dropping. Yes, well done to her. Let's get into Nasty C. Love me some Nasty C. Oh my goodness. Can I tell you, I'm such a fan. Like, I have seen him more than 10 times probably, both in Joburg and Cape Town. He's just such an incredible performer, and he's announced his Iverson tour. I love how everyone's got a camp of fan names. So for him, it's the Iversons, Megacy, and then the Bragas. And this time around, it's all about the campus takeover. And we're talking about varsity.
Because he is so clever.
Yes, tapping
He
into
is
the fan
the
base.
most astute businessman in the industry right now. People marvel at how quickly his trajectory shot up. Absolutely down to his business acumen. He is so clever with the way that he promotes. Man.
Definitely. I mean, hitting up campuses from Cape Town to Joburg to Free State to everywhere around the country. And it's a couple of campuses to the bigger ones. So everybody will get to enjoy him, start the fan base there, and then just grow it up to when they're adults and old like us.
That'd be cool, man. This reminds me of varsity days. We used to just jam. And I think it's giving the people what they want. So, G-Man, you're going to go prep and give the people what they want right now, because it's almost about that hour.
Let's do it.
I thought you were going to say 16 bars. It would be great.
Just drop it right there. But honestly, the Zulu Prince is doing so much for our country. I know we constantly speak about how much South Africans are doing for us on the map. But again, shout out to Nasty and doing so much for us. And especially when it comes to the people, and giving them what they want. So with that being said, we're going to give you what you want, because it's just gone on the hour and it's time for official duties. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, team. Let's start with our national news first. And the National Assembly will hold an urgent debate today on the tragic deaths of 14 South African National Defence Force members in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. So the special sitting, called as a matter of national importance, will focus on the implications for the Defence Force. President Cyril Ramaphosa earlier directed that the national flag fly at half-mast until Friday in honour of the fallen soldiers. Discussions continue with calls for an investigation into the incidents and concerns over the ongoing underfunding of the Defence Force. Now, staying with the South African connection, the South African government remains committed to diplomatic solutions regarding disputes over the Expropriation Act. And this, of course, follows US President Donald Trump's executive order addressing egregious actions of the Republic of South Africa, which halts US aid and promotes Afrikaner resettlement due to alleged race-based discrimination. So International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola criticized the order's factual inaccuracies and then condemned misinformation campaigns misrepresenting the nation. He added it was disappointing that such narratives had found favor among US decision makers. Well, staying with the international connection now, Israeli troops have withdrawn from the Netzarim corridor military zone dividing northern and southern Gaza. That following the pullout, hundreds of Palestinians began returning to northern Gaza. The Israeli withdrawal follows the Israel-Hamas ceasefire agreement of January the 19th, which has seen the release of some 16 Israeli hostages and 566 Palestinian prisoners. By the end of the ceasefire's first stage, in 3 weeks, 33 hostages and 1,900 prisoners are expected to be freed. The conflict, which began with Hamas's October 7 attack, has now left over 48,000 Palestinians dead. Now, Namibia's first president, San Nujoma, has sadly passed away at the age of 95 in Windhoek. Nujoma, a key figure in the country's liberation struggle, co-founded the Southwest Africa People's Organization, or SWAPO, in the 1960s, leading the fight for independence from South Africa. And he served as president from 1990 up until 2005. Namibian President Nangolo Mbumba, he expressed deep sorrow at his passing, stating that Nujoma will be remembered as the, quote, father of the nation for his pivotal role in Namibia's independence. And we round off with this one as we step into history this Wednesday with a captivating speaker evening at Cape Town's Two Oceans Aquarium. What an opportunity. Charles Darwin was born 216 years ago. His groundbreaking theory of evolution still shapes science today. But did you know that his visit to the Cape Colony in 1836 aboard the HMS Beagle may have influenced his ideas? Typically South African. Renowned Darwin expert Mike Bruton will take you on a journey through Darwin's Cape encounters with top scientists like Sir John Herschel, who helped shape his career. And you can expect some stunning visuals and fascinating insights, I'm sure, as well. Entry is free, but seats are limited, so RSVP on Quicket to secure yours, and do it quickly. And don't miss this chance to explore the local chapter of Darwin's legendary voyage. Love that South African connection. Love this one even more. Let's get into the sport.
Yes, man. G-Man, let's bring in all things sports, starting with the UFC and still the undisputed champion of the Octagon. We're talking about UFC 312 in Sydney, where Dricus du Plessis retained the UFC middleweight belt that he took from his same rival, Sean Strickland, just over a year ago. Now, while I went to the judges again this time, there was zero doubt with his campaign going very much according to script. Now, the South African produced his best striking performance to date, dominating every round and making good on his intent to beat the battle-hardened American at his own game. Now, in the co-main event, Zhang Weili gilded her modern great status by dominating the unbeaten Tatiana Suarez. Well, carrying on with sport and moving to the world of hockey. And the South African indoor hockey men earned their first major medal in history as they defeated Belgium 6-5 in the bronze medal match of the FIH Indoor Hockey World Cup in Porec in Croatia on Sunday. Now, after a slow start ending first quarter 1-0 behind, the team responded with incredible intensity. Now, Mustafa Kasim took his overall tally to 17 to be named player of the tournament. Voted Best Young Player back in 2023, his scintillating form on the global stage this season underpinned now by 118 goals for his country in just 47 games. Well, all we can say is absolutely well done, gentlemen. Now, moving to all things rugby right now, and the sole game on the URC menu, a North-South derby, did not disappoint, as the Vodacom Bulls just edged out the DHL Stormers 33-32 at a packed DHL Stadium on Saturday. Now, Wilco Low anchored a dominant northern scrum, and some dramatic swings culminated with Stormers flanker BJ Dixon powering over to cut a 6-point deficit to 1. Now, with a minute and a half left, recent sub Clayton Blommetjies' missed conversion gave crowds and certainly neutrals full value. Now, the Bulls further secure third on the log, and the Stormers are off the pace, down in 10th position. Well, more action and incredible stuff this weekend in the world of cricket, where MI Cape Town put on yet another remarkable bowling display, and that was to clinch their maiden Betway SA20 title at the Wanderers on Saturday, ending the hopes of a hat-trick of titles for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Now, with a real team effort at the crease, the Cape Town franchise reached 181 runs for 8 wickets in their 20 overs. And restricting the outgoing champions to only 105 runs, Kagiso Rabada with 4 wickets from the 25 runs, and Trent Bolt's 2 for 9 once again stole the show for the table toppers, and the latter earning him the Man of the Match award with the honour of having won all 4 global titles with the MI franchise. Now, Sunrisers' Marco Janssen, also in the wickets, was named Player of the Tournament. Well, in the next hour, we will dive back into sport, but for now, many of you heading out on the roads, let's see how we can help you in the world of traffic.
Taking a first look at your roads this morning, out in Durban, KZN, there's been an accident on the N2 northbound before Higginson Highway interchange. Now, heavy delays are, of course, expected, and if you're using the affected route, remain on the left-hand side of the road and exercise caution when passing the scene. Now we head over to the mother city in Cape Town. Minor delays are expected for motorists as a result of congestion along the N1 outbound on ramp towards Klipheerville. Please do maintain a safe following distance and adhere to the rules of the road once you head on out there. We want you to stay safe and arrive alive this Monday. So where we leave your roads, let's have a look at what's happening in your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued several warnings for today. A yellow level 2 alert warns of severe thunderstorms, including damaging winds, excessive lightning, hail, heavy downpours as well, which could cause localized flooding in Gauteng, Eastern Free State, Northwest, Southwestern Limpopo, Western Mpumalanga and parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Another yellow level 2 warning predicts disruptive rainfall leading to flooding in informal settlements and low-lying areas of the Lowveld and the Valley of Limpopo. Additionally, a yellow level 1 warning forecasts damaging winds and waves affecting sea navigation between Alexander Bay and Cape Agulhas. Now, before we leave your weather, you already know we have to check in with your sunrise view. And straight out of Cape Town, out in Zikufle, Anthea sent this beautiful morning view. Absolutely gorgeous, the silhouette of the trees, just that really early sunrise reflecting over the beautiful Vlei there. Anthea definitely reminding us that it's going to be a beautiful Monday. Out in Cape Town, expecting that 25-degree weather. We definitely know that that picture was a good omen. Continue sharing your morning views with us on 063-408-8863. Just after 8, we'll delve into that once again. But well done, Anthea, for a 10 out of 10 image. For now, though, let's have a look at what your temperatures are saying for today.
Oh man, it's going to be hot out there. Crazy weather as always, so just stay indoors for the next 2 hours. We got you covered. I see Salim has just stepped into studio, so our entertainer is here, but a lot more on the way.
Absolutely. The cry of Winnie Mandela, that production that is going to take over South Africa by storm. We're going to get into the details of it and find out exactly what goes into putting on a stellar performance in just a little bit.
Stellar indeed. And then we're going to meet up with a stellar friend of ours. Carl Clark has done something special. He's gone out to a different location, bringing in some of the gears, bringing in all that we talk about when we talk about Stella. Yes. And I cannot wait for it. So, Carl, we'll see you in just a bit. And you too, Mzansi, don't go anywhere.
A whole season ahead, a myriad of possibilities.
ABSA, official banking partner of the Premier League.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Monday morning. Hello, if you've just tuned in and joined us, it's so good to have you. And let me tell you a little bit more about the future of the world, the country, and even right where you are right now, because you could be sitting next to the future leaders of tomorrow. They're in our classrooms today. Future doctors, politicians, even presenters who will shape our world.
Yeah, start looking around the room right now. I love that. Now, understanding the power of investing in these brilliant young minds, ABSA stepped in to make a very big difference at Yarrow Intermediate School, an amazing place, a beacon of hope in the heart of Karkloof in KZN's Midlands, beautiful part of the world as well. And with brushes in hand and a firm commitment to a brighter future, they gave the school a well-deserved refresh, proving that sometimes just a fresh coat of paint is more than just a colour. It's a canvas for possibility. Let's take a look.
Beautiful. Wow.
It's 25 years of stories and community that brings us together. And with ABSA, your story always matters. And of course, we are in the Midlands, the beautiful Midlands, with ABSA at Yarrow Intermediate School, a place where ABSA really gets to give back to the community and uplift. Mzwaki, the school principal of Yarrow Intermediate School, thank you so much for having us, and also welcome to the Feel Good Show. This is an incredible space. How important is Yarrow Intermediate School to you?
It's very much important as a person who has been around in this area. It's a farm school for over 30 years now. So the intervention that ABSA has to the school is very much incredible. We are so grateful to have ABSA on board, especially in this area whereby the community, in terms of socio-economic status, they don't earn much. That is why we're an office school. We are struggling sometimes in terms of resources. We are so grateful. ABSA has lent a hand to the school in so many ways. They have painted the school, they have done everything. They also donated this bus we are sitting in as a library bus.
Wow.
We are so grateful for that.
What is the narrative and what are we trying to achieve here today?
We are in business of actually just creating lasting impact in the social and the communities that we serve. We're like, how do you leave a lasting impact and influence the communities which we serve? So Yarrow came about because we didn't really have a footprint in KwaZulu-Natal. And this school is very close to my heart. So ABSA took this bus and we said, what about we create a library? Because we want children to read with comprehension. So we took this bus and created it into a space, which just became a safe space for them to also just read and get exposed to books and the written word. And even the bus and its design talks to the community, like the cows, and can I be a doctor? And what is my story? Can I be an astronaut even? You know, so just living those dreams in terms of what we actually do here. Even something as simple as just our beautiful South African flag, just getting a new one up there, fencing to keep the livestock out.
Their slogan is "Your story matters," and there's so many stories here today. What do you believe that this is going to do for the learners and the kids going forward?
Ever since this bus was donated to the school, we have been among the best performing schools in terms of the Readers' Cup. We went as far as the district. Unfortunately, we didn't go to the province. But I was so happy, the performance of the learners, the dedication that the teacher has put in. Yeah, it is marvelous. We hope to do the best even for this year.
It's not just a once-off, and we never want to do that. This needs to be sustainable, because that's at its core. Because by doing this, you're setting the kind of precedent for everybody else to follow. And we've seen major success with that. So we adopted this school, we handed it over to the community, and we're like, what do you need? How do I use what I've got, my assets, whether it's a sponsorship or a property or stuff like that, and then delivering on it and bringing it to life? So lots planned. Look, watch the space.
I mean, they say 2020 thrive, right? And again, we're going into 2025 with Your Story Matters. It's Tina, the Executive Operations for ABSA, doing what we do best.
Your story matters.
And when your story matters, you can't just tell people, you have to show them. You've got to actually apply effort to show them. And the difference this makes to the kids, feeling this kind of energy around them, seeing people make a commitment like that in a concrete way, it just shows them how much they are worth. And I feel quite emotional saying that. It's crazy, but it means so, so much. So well done to this amazing team and well done to the school as well. Incredible.
But if you start, I start, Gray. I don't want to get into this. It has already. But absolutely beautiful work, ABSA, and it just inspires the rest of us to do just a little bit more.
Looks like the emotions are absolutely real. Now, speaking of revamping our surroundings with a new paint job like we've just seen now, I think this is a great opportunity for us to roll up our sleeves, right? As we dive into another episode of Handy Heroes. Now, the pros at Buco in Worcester, right here in the Western Cape, are ready to share their DIY tips and painting hacks, and that's going to make your next project effortless and a whole lot of fun. Check it out.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Buco in Worcester, in the Western Cape.
We've started the business in 1982. We pride ourselves on customer service. That's very important to us. We service all customers from DIY to your main contractors. We've got an in-store Timber City as well. What makes us proud of the store is our friendliness, our product knowledge, building a relationship with our customers. That's very important to us. So actually, our customers becomes our friends.
As a contractor, I've been with Buco Worcester before Buco Worcester. I've been here since they were penny pinchers. I've been here for about 16 years. Their friendly service, the up-to-date knowledge about everything, they are all excellent staff.
So ek dink die ding wat vir ons die beste maak in Worcester, die eerste ding is as jy instap by die voordeur al klaar, kan jy sien hierdie groot winkel word jy mee gegroet. Hierdie groot winkel, ek dink die aantal items, die aantal lyne in die winkel is enorm. Ek dink ons het ek weet nie eens hoeveel lyne ons het in die winkel nie, eerlikwaar. When you look at the Plascon brand overall, it's the variation, one of the big things. We get loads of feedback about the quality of the paint, which is very nice.
My favorite Plascon product is Plascon Wall and All. It's a smooth finish exterior paint. Gives you 2 times the spreading rate, and it doesn't collect dust, water like your normal exterior textured paints. My DIY tip on the Plascon wall sill is just to ensure that your surface is clean, smooth, no holes, and you will get that professional look.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
Yeah, I absolutely expected that, but I got a whole lot more. Great advice, great tips, and everything I think we need to put us in the right direction. Whether you're creating a sanctuary at home, whether you just want to spruce up your space, they got you covered. What are you waiting for? Now, there's so much more being covered right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've got acting royalty coming through, the presenter that you definitely know about, and it's talking about an incredible production. It's involving Winnie Mandela, and it's something so special, a production that you do not want to miss, and it's taking place already, ending on the 15th of Feb. So a reminder to get your tickets for that, and a great conversation to bring every reason to do exactly that. And then also, we've got some Galentine's Day gifting ideas just for you, because your Friday is coming soon, people. So everything you need for the rest of this week, with its ideas, inspiration, is all coming at you in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Win a Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast Competition. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products. WhatsApp your receipt, name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzazi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I'm telling you, Monday's feeling good. We've had so much talent here already, from athletes to incredible people. And speaking of incredible, next up we have an acclaimed actress and television presenter, Thembisa Liema Mola. And she's making waves in theatre, bringing in some of the most powerful women in South African history. We're talking about Winnie Mandela in the highly anticipated stage production, The Cry of Winnie Mandela. Now, this one was directed by Momo Matsunyane, and this powerful adaptation of Njabula Ndebele's a novel delves into resilience, waiting, and the untold stories of women. Now, who other than Thembisa to join us today and bring in some fellow cast members? The actor Les Nkosi is joining her to share this incredible journey. We're going to bring in a remarkable story to life right here on stage, and it's something that I too am so excited about, because as a presenter, I can't help but just try and absorb all this energy. So let's give them a feel-good welcome! Hi! Royalty has arrived.
I mean,
perfect timing. How are we doing this morning, firstly?
We're good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Really so excited about the incredible energy that you put into this work. Yeah. It's already going down. I want to talk about everything that's going on here, and also the fact that you've returned to theatre after like 7 years.
7 years.
Has it been 7 years? That is my math, right?
7 years.
How does that feel? What's that moment like for you?
It's
full circle?
The scariest thing
okay.
ever done. Because television is so different to theatre. Everything is live, first of all. So if I make a blunder, they listen. It's in their minds. I have to now do something bigger.
We roll with it.
You roll with it, you know. And also the body. It takes a toll on the body, because you have to be theatre ready. You have to have your diaphragm in check. All of those things. So look, it's been incredibly rewarding, but it's been crazy.
I love the fact that you can still be scared. For someone that has done and accomplished so much in the industry, I love that you're still a human being.
Yeah.
Thank you. We can still relate. But what I want to know is, how does someone relate to a figure like Winnie? When you taking on that role, it's a very complex role.
Yeah.
This is a diverse person we're talking about. How do you as an actor get inside that? How do you take this on and express it in a production like this? This is an overwhelming task, to say the least.
It is a mammoth task,
Yeah.
but I think what I needed to do, because she's so vast and she was huge public figure.
Yeah.
And she was a huge, someone that propelled our freedom and you know, she fought a lot. I had to make her human first. I had to see her as a human being, and I had to see her as a woman, so that you don't judge her. And then you put on all of those layers. It's very complex, very scary, but also I hope I do her justice. Les, what do you think?
I think you're doing amazing work with her because you're expressing a side to her that hasn't been seen.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like what I'm hearing here, Liz. Listen, obviously this production is something that's, I think, balancing some very sensitive topics. I mean, if you think about the career and the journey itself, but somehow there's this beautiful version of, like, I think there's moments of levity, as you describe it, in terms of how you're expressing this. How has working on this production sort of brought out the actor within you? Obviously, you're well-renowned, you've got these skill set, but this is bringing on a whole other aspect of expressing something important. It's a sensitive line that you've got to walk on when you express this, but somehow as an actor, you are nailing it, because I'm hearing good things.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. Maybe we make it seem as though it's a breeze, but it's a lot of work. Playing a character of Professor Njabulo Ndebele is a huge feat on its own, because he's not just an incredible intellectual. He's the man who decided that he will refuse to interview Winnie Mandela, to write a book about Winnie Mandela, and he will express a side to Winnie Mandela that we haven't seen. So that for me was like an incredible challenge.
What was the reason for the refusal of the interview?
Well, Winnie Mandela is a public figure.
Yeah?
And we all know her as a fighter. And she's got this demeanor that she carries.
Yes.
And this is how she protects herself. But what he wanted was to a side to Winnie that is human, a side to Winnie that is a woman that hasn't been experienced. And he references Penelope of Homer's Odyssey, a woman who waited for 19 years for her husband to return from where he had gone to war and sort of thing. So she waited for 27 years for her husband. And he wasn't going to explore the public opinion or the public figure of Winnie. He wanted to explore her heart, and he connects that to other women as well. So it was crazy, man, to have 4 women and Winnie Mandela live in your head for 10 years. Was the biggest challenge for me. Yeah.
Incredible. And when we're talking about women now, I think there's such an importance being placed on the conversation around our women in our country, especially women of resilience, women of power. You mentioned you were diving into this character to show that side. How important is that in the bigger conversation when we're really talking about women that have been put on a pedestal, but also the fact that we don't talk about the real human side of these women and what it took for them to actually get there? Is this an opportunity for you to kind of take that baton and express this new sort of important conversation that needs to be had?
Of course, but I also think that the play relates to all women sitting and waiting for your husband to return. They go off to the mines, they go off to fight wars, and then you wait for them to return. Will they be the same again? I think it's the same thing that is happening even now in terms of careers and marriages. As a woman, there's a lot of waiting that women have to do. So I think when you say taking on the baton, I think what we want to do is tell the story of an everyday woman, but using a powerful figure as Winnie Mandela, because all women went through the same things. We're going through the same things. You know, some are having it worse, some a little bit lighter. But I think if we can look at each other and say we are all going through the same thing, and then hold each other's hand and forge forward, then we would have done our jobs.
I think that's more than just doing a job. That's inspiring the future of women, because I think if you have a woman that sees someone achieving something incredible like that, and then they know that you're still a human being.
Yeah.
You still have the same problems as I do. You still deal with what I deal with.
Exactly.
What's stopping me from doing the exact same thing? You think that this woman is special. She doesn't deal with... So I love this sentiment. I think this is absolutely imperative that we have these conversations. And more so, let's talk about this production because... Yes. It's out already. Yeah. There's been an overwhelmingly positive response about this, right? If you didn't know that, then let me tell you, everything we're hearing from our production is the reason why we had to have this conversation. So let's just talk about this right now. Remind them, Zanzi, where can they get tickets? When is this production happening up until? And plug them in because I know things are definitely getting sold out as we speak. Is that correct? Because I've looked and I saw a couple shows that were sold out. So, Mzansi, we didn't act fast here.
First of all, we're so incredibly grateful that people are still going to the theatre. That people are still enjoying the art that we make. We are at the Baxter Theatre at the Flip Side.
Nice.
What time?
7:30 p.m. every night, and we have a matinee on Saturdays at 3.
Yes.
And we're running until the 15th.
Of February.
15th of February, that's correct. And then, of course, I can see that there's information for both of your Instagram handles, which everybody knows about. So if you want some more information, then definitely find them online. We're talking about a royalty right here on the couch, people. And the royalty is not going anywhere. We're still going to have some more conversation just a bit, but I want to say thank you, both of you, for sharing your energy, your expertise with us and providing us with something absolutely incredible to look forward to. So we're going to get our tickets and we're going to have these superstars in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Well, maybe you want to take everybody with you to the show, everybody that you know, and you could do that with 500,000 Rand sitting in your bank account. You can start your Monday the right way by playing Daily Lotto because there is 500,000 Rand sitting in that jackpot and you could win big. You've got to get your tickets now in store. You've got to go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking platform, or you can just dial *120 *7529# for USSD. Just do one of them. Please.
Oh, easy way to get half a mil. Come on. These details are on our Expresso social pages. Go and check them out. Go and check Royalty out. They'll be there too. And then play Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot today. And you could just become the next big winner, but you have to play now in order to get there.
Good luck. As we say that, I try not to let my that show on my face of how desperately I want that. Come on, man. We've got this. No, we've got you for the next few minutes. And as we approach Valentine's Day, which is coming up over the weekend, please explain to me, what is Galentine's Day?
You know, I knew this was coming because you men are so jealous. You just want to be involved. Galentine's Day is Valentine's for the girlies, like the gals, you know? It's Galentine's. You got to say it like that.
Because the boys' version of that you can't say. I'm just not even going to say it. So we're here for the Galentine's Day special. And then, of course, the cry of Winnie Mandela. We get just a little taste of what sounds like the most dramatic and thought-provoking and emotional production around an incredible figure that deserves, I think, having a light cast on this story. So we'll get that light cast in just a moment. We'll see you now.
How about Valentine's?
I'll take it.
Channel your inner feel good on Expresso with me, Zanele Potelwa.
And me, Carissa Cupido.
Something huge is coming on the 13th of February because it's
World Radio Day!
We're doing the first ever TV and 2 radio station simulcast.
Joined by Stan Mars and the Big Breakfast team from Good Hope FM and Carissa Cupido in Cape Town.
5FM's 5 Breakfast with Nick Hammond joins Zanele in Johannesburg.
It's a radio takeover on Expresso, Thursday the 13th of February, 6 to 9 a.m. on S3.
My heart's on fire, burning with a strange desire, and I know each time I kiss you that my heart's on fire too. So my darling, please surrender.
Welcome back, and you can see by the smile on my face how happy I am right now. We're about to be mesmerized by the very powerful Salim KG with a career spanning orchestral concerts, Grammy-nominated collaborations, and many show-stopping performances. He is going to leave us breathless, but I'm going to give you just a little sneak peek before we chat to the man.
Stay beside me, say you'll never leave me. How I love you, how I need you, please believe me. In my arms I found my heaven, and your lips have done their part. Il mondo, your love is all I need in my world. Let tender kisses plead in my world.
Oh, can we get a round of applause for Salim KG's in the house? I love watching an artist watch themselves, especially a hypercritical artist like yourself, dude. I know you hold yourself to a very high measurement, so I love the fact that we get to open with you watching yourself, man. So good to see you in the start of a brand new year. Well, almost there. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Gray. Nice to see you. Very good. Excited for what's happening in this year, so good and ready to go.
For those of us who maybe aren't that adept at Valentine's Day, all things romantic, you are stepping in at just the right time with a concert this weekend. Fill us in.
Well, I built this concert called Il Mondo, and it's a concert about romantic songs from the past and some original songs as well, but storytelling in between. And it's just the perfect concert to sit and relax and bring your loved one, whether it's your partner, your wife, your husband, or even your parents.
The gals, because Galentine's Day is a thing now, I'm learning on the show. I've got to ask this, because obviously you've got the chops for it. You've got the voice that really does lean towards this kind of emotional journey. Did that guide you this way, or do you just feel happiest when you are telling this kind of story?
I think
what informed the journey?
I think it's both. I think it's you know, my musical journey started off, I guess, wanting to sing pop, and I had this teacher that guided me into the operatic side, and I kind of realized my strengths, and I'm playing into my strengths and really enjoying it. So.
And also finding new levels. And I would imagine for an artist as accomplished as yourself, who has achieved so much, to see new levels opening up. I mean, you're being compared to the likes of Pavarotti, Andrea Bocelli at the moment, and I know you have put a lot of work into the classical side of the art that you do. Does that validation kind of hit home with you, or do you still only see the long-term vision because you work so hard at constantly growing yourself?
I guess I understand the comparisons, and it's to be understood because it's within the same genre. But I'm just doing what I can with what I have, and just, you know, keeping my eye on the main goal is just to output good quality content and music all the time and be fulfilled, and hopefully people enjoy it. That's all I focus on.
And look, it's a soft target because you hit us right in the heart, and I love that. I would imagine there's one element to the music that you don't discover until the show actually begins. And I've been lucky enough to share a couple of stages with you and see the difference in the moment before and after you've performed. What's it like for you going on these journeys? What are you expecting from the concert this weekend?
I think it's just to shift the emotion of audiences, to make them feel something, to change something in their life, even for that moment, to make them realize that, you know, if they're having a tough week or tough day, music has this ability to just take the edge off and just give you a different perspective and fulfill you and refresh you. And if I achieve that, then my work is done.
Job done. And I can see the love in your eyes, even as you talk about that kind of connection. That being said, how do you build a set? How do you go about curating what you perform on these evenings? Are there ever times where you're like, oh, no, actually, I'm going to do this tonight? Do you chop and change? Do you get it set? How do you go about
I
that?
do sometimes chop and change, but the show has been an evolution of songs that I've performed, and because I've performed these songs so many times, I can see what works and what doesn't work, and how I would introduce a song. Does this skit work? Does this gag work? Does the story work with a song? What are audiences' reactions? How do I feel? Do I feel comfortable? And what is the flow of the show? And if it works, if I feel good about it, if I get good response from the audiences, then I keep it. And that's been the basis of
And I love that, and that playing field just gets bigger and bigger. You're a creative, clearly, and it doesn't just play out through the music and your interpretation there. Talk me through the art, through the other side of the creative expression, if you will, because I think we forget that you guys have got a lot going on in your heads, and you've got to get it out, man.
Yeah, I think visual arts is, it's always been something part of my life since I was a kid. I was drawing and painting and sculpting. I studied design, graphic design, and worked in the design and branding industry. And I've always been creating artworks. And of late, I've been creating a lot of minimalist, abstract art that I'm very fulfilled by. And
why is that? What is complex in your life that needs to be simplified?
I think that's probably exactly it. Life is so busy, and we've got so many distractions. And for me, it's just a way of being focused and calming myself. And the art that I'm creating is simple to look at, and just, for me, gives me a sense of peace.
There is something very calming about it, but also quite evocative. I love that. So speaking of which, what are you going to invoke in us now? What are you going to perform for us on your Feel Good
I'm
Breakfast
going to
show?
perform a classic called Surrender, made famous by the great Elvis Presley.
Oh, you've just ticked every single Valentine's box there is. Salim, I'm going to send you off to your happy place. You can go play on that little playground over there. This really does reinforce, I think, why we are so privileged to have and do this job every day. We get a private performance from some of the best in the business, and that certainly comes to bear this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, live and in the flesh. It is Salim KG.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Surrender.
When we kiss, my heart's on fire, burning with a strange desire. And I know each time I kiss you that my heart's on fire too. So my darling, please surrender. Oh, your love so warm and tender. Let me hold you in my arms, dear, while the moon shines bright above. Oh, the stars will tell the story of our love and all its glory.
Oh, beautiful!
That was premium, that was professional, and that was getting all the energy that I needed for Monday, and it's not going anywhere. We'll have more performances in just a bit. So, yo, Mzansi, Monday's feeling incredible. So let's keep that incredible going,
I
yeah?
was going to say, can I talk about incredible?
Yeah,
I'm very excited about this. You mentioned royalty earlier, and I think that's just the theme for this Monday because we have somebody incredible in the building, and I can't wait to get into conversation with this two-time Emmy-nominated comedian. Of course, we have Conrad Koch in the building.
Hey.
With Chester missing.
Oh my word. You know when they come through, there's going to be chaos in the studio.
Yes.
So I want to apologize in advance, Mzansi, for anything that happens on the couch when we chat to the two of them because, yo, it gets wild out here. You've been warned.
Yes. Absolutely love that. Also, I will tell you that Chester is now out of the box, so prepare yourself for some good things coming up right now. We'll see you now.
I'm scared.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is so incredibly good to have you here with us on this Monday. And if you only came right now, then you are right on time because we want you to get ready for a laugh out loud experience. As award-winning comedian and ventriloquist, Conrad Koch brings his latest show, Despicable Hee Hee, to Cape Town in February 2025. I'm already laughing. I'm already giggling it up.
It's crazy, this, Carissa. How are you? Look at you, Lyle. Look at you, Lyle.
I'm
Look
good.
at you.
I've missed you. It's been a while since you've been on the Expresso show, but
It's such an honor.
I like
I thought you didn't like us anymore, but no, it's fine.
I like the new look as well. We've got the blue overalls. Oh, is that from?
Do you like my Crocs? Look at that, hey? Oh yeah.
So personally, I'm a Crocs girly, so I absolutely love the
You like Crocs?
flexibility.
I stole these from Tequila and Balula. He's the same height as I am.
Did you take the gibbets as well?
Yes, I did. I got the whole deal. What type of hater are you? Just because you look like you're a male sex worker,
You can take that.
Is that a compliment? I don't know.
It is.
I don't know if you take that.
You look like you work at Nathrix in the weekend. Look at that jacket, dude. It does a styling jacket.
Speaking of working,
Fabiani called and they said they want Lucy Gigarda's jacket back. It's amazing. It does look really
Does look better on you.
this.
It looks better on
I'm
you.
keeping this. What about the blue overalls? Looks like you also been working on something here.
I was sent to work at the DA. Oh my God.
Chester!
We actually were there at State of the Nation. And we've got Sidiwe Garude, who's one of the nicest ministers, DA Minister of Education.
Okay.
Very nice lady. I really like her. I asked her, the DA and ANC working together, that's like the Winty and the Stern making threats. Then I realized it doesn't make sense because the DA is nothing like the Stir. Why? Because black people like the Stir. No.
My question is always, what are we allowed to laugh at?
I don't know what I'm condoning
I know what
here.
you like. Have you seen Ryle's jacket? You can laugh at that. He looks great. No, we're just joking.
It's winning.
It's all fun and games like that. No. SADC HR guys, listen, please. Pay your TV license. Pay your TV license. Pay your TV teeth, pay your teeth, pay your teeth. Because if you don't, SABC managers get angry and they start hitting people on Saturday.
Yes, and you won't be able to see more of this.
This is my new routine, Carissa. That's my new routine.
I thought that was a dance move.
It is, yeah. I'm auditioning to get into the Australian break dancing.
Well, with that, you'll definitely get
Apparently,
in.
I'm overqualified.
Definitely, with those moves, you are.
No, it's such an honor to be here, guys. We have a new show we're touring.
You do. You were here
around
talking
South
about the
Africa.
last show, Baggage. Now you're here talking about... Can you say the show name? Because I want to hear how you say it.
Despicable Hee-Hee. Graham was saying it right. Michael Jackson pronouns.
What is the show about? What can we expect? What are you going to be talking about?
It's just fun and silly.
Yeah?
If you just want to laugh and laugh and laugh some more, this is the show for you. It's not, we talk politics here because Chester does that on TV. That's right, but the whole show is just fun and silliness. It's lots of, I've got Gunther, my friend, who's a German.
Oh, yeah.
He's a mosquito. And he just got divorced and he is married to a snail. Yeah, so she gets a house.
That's great.
It's a snail joke.
I got
it's a stupid snail joke, but it's still a snail joke.
I like it.
And it's, you know, if you got, the great thing about ventriloquism is anyone can watch it. It's not everyone. It's anyone. If your kid is 12, they'll love the show. 12, up to your granny. Everyone, you can bring your go-go. Anyone can come with your go-go. You'll love the show. It's tons of fun. It's a theatre in the Bay from tonight, well, tomorrow night until Friday night. And it's so much fun. You book at web tickets, or you can sit not attended at the partner at home affairs. And it really is a ton of fun. And we went to Australia now, we've got rave reviews.
Incredible.
And it really has, we've toured the country. This is the last chance to see this show at Theatre in the Bay. And it really is, so I make an ostrich out of 2 feather dusters and a croc. I know, on stage.
Not these crocs.
No, other croc. No, that would be offensive. It's an ostrich and crocs, a cross-stretch.
I'm dying to know. I know Chester has a massive passion for politics.
I do. Because I thought it.
Everything that's happening in the world right now, let's be honest, this is crazy, right? Like,
it's nuts.
New world orders, as some people are speaking about it. Old world orders coming back to power. What's your take on what's happening out in the States right now?
America, I mean, you know, America is Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
Kamala versus Donald, because Kamala is of color and Donald is a color.
What color
Donald Trump's entire mark, he's orange. Are you not watching? Have you not been watching?
Very orange.
So he's not of color. Orange is a color. Donald, his entire marketing campaign should have been orange is the new black. So it's tons of silliness.
Fantastic.
You see what I mean? It's politics, but it's not heavy. It's fun and silliness, and that's only a small section of the show. And the rest, I've got a DJ puppet with a hoodie. I take my hoodie off and I put my feet in his sleeves, and then my feet are his hands, and the back of the hoodie is his face, and he DJs. He actually DJs. It's so creepy. It's disgusting, to be honest.
Why? Because your toes are on display?
Chester, what do you think of the music, though? Do you like the music?
You know, I'm the best part of the show. No.
Yeah, we all know
And you got the dance moves now, too.
I do. They're not great. Try dancing with a hand in your you-know-what. Kilian Balula knows what it's like.
Oh, goodness.
So, show's happening, obviously, you start on the 10th. It's taking place up until the 15th. Is that
That's
correct?
This Friday. This is Saturday. So it's selling out very fast, so the weekend's going to sell out properly, solid. It's crazy fun. So make sure you book early.
And there's a DJ, right?
There's a DJ puppet, not just a DJ. He DJs with his feet. Try that.
What kind of music does this DJ play? I mean, I'm a fellow music lover.
The music is the punchlines. So imagine like, so your husband left the toilet seat up again. And then we play, it's too late to apologize.
Oh, I love that.
Because
it really is.
Yes, it is. Oh, you squeeze the toothpaste on the top again.
I can relate deeply
Sat
to
in the
this.
front row at a comedy show. You okay? I'm fine.
Oh, I love this. I'm curious about ventriloquism. It's a word that always trips me up. But has it sort of evolved since you've started your gig with ventriloquism? I knew it would do this. Ventriloquism. Help me out, Chester. Ventriloquism. That one. Has it evolved?
Do you know what the DA calls ventriloquism?
Tell me.
John Steenhuisen, because whenever he... Sorry. I'm sorry. It's him. I can't say.
It's
I'm
Chester.
sorry.
It's Chester.
Yeah, keep saying that. Keep
Chester.
saying
You're
that.
wearing blue. What is going on now?
I know. I'm going on strike. So ventriloquism is tons of fun. I mean, you know, in South Africa, when I started,
Yeah.
it was a very big political environment. Remember, you know, we were dealing with post-apartheid South Africa, etc. And what's evolved for me is I do very playful stuff. I find South Africans want to laugh.
Yes.
We love laughing together. So I have the craziest fun. I've got a school teacher puppet.
Yes.
His name's Mr. Dixon.
I love him.
Goes viral all the time. And he asks the audience questions. And it's so fun because we have the funniest stories. Last show in Joburg, we had a guy he's a miner. He mines coal. And then he sells it to Eskom. That's his job. And we ask his wife, what do you do? She works at Eskom.
This makes sense.
Oh, no, hands up now.
God. It's great to be on Expresso because every time I come there, everyone thinks I'm Carl Wasty.
I can see you are. Oh, no.
We're the same height.
Same height,
It's
everything.
exactly the
Almost
same.
the same hairstyle.
The same height.
We just need to add
All I need is a mohawk. And
Yeah, just a little bit of a mohawk and he'll be perfect.
WhatsApp and see the Carl Wasty answers WhatsApp's like Home Affairs answers calls.
Listen, I want to talk about ventriloquism, whatever the word is, in its entirety, because as South Africans, I'm learning about this term levity, how we bring a little bit of humor to something that is very serious. It's almost like we process it. This is how we deal with it. Has this allowed you to kind of deal with some of the most insane and crazy moments that have happened in the country? Because often you give us this opportunity and you give us a perspective that makes things a little bit more easier to digest what's really going on. Have you found the same? Have you found the same thing with your work too? Clearly, Chester doesn't agree. I'm sorry, bro, for boring you.
He's like, am I in Parliament?
PhD. What was the question?
I'm sorry. Okay.
We're joking. No, of course that's the case. It's my belief that South Africans have a uniquely good sense of humor.
Yeah.
And it's because South Africans have gone through such a hard time that we've had to come together with laughter, which is why we laugh things like, how are you laughing at that? It's because we're South African. If we don't laugh, we will cry. And so we're stuck in, what? You mean they burnt the trains down? The electricity's off for 8 hours. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Somehow we find
You're
the silver
angry
lining.
or you're going to laugh. So, I think that South African comedians have really accessed that part of South Africa. Chester, of course, has access because he's a puppet. So I can get away with anything.
We've seen.
Anything.
And we love this for you because you really are a voice for often the voiceless. Not many people can.
Wow,
voice
that's
it.
wow.
So thank you. Thank
I
you.
can't. My hand.
Okay. We appreciate your services.
We absolutely do, Chester. Thank you so much for coming through, and thank you for bringing
I'll never clean this hand again. Smells like Chris.
Well, listen, you want more of this of Zanzi, you know where to go. You can get your tickets. It's happening at Theatre on the Bay. It's taking place until the 15th of February. So Conrad with all of his friends will be there. And thank you for giving us some reason to laugh about the chaos.
Thanks for having us. I honestly appreciate it.
Appreciate
Don't us that Carl Wasty.
Oh man, that's the only comedian who can combine Carl Wasty, a dad joke, and politics in one line. I'm absolutely sure that Chester should be reading the news, but I'm going to do it instead. Let's start with our last news bulletin, just 1 minute before the top of the hour. And we start here in South Africa, where 2 suspected masterminds involved in illegal mining were arrested on a farm near Letsitele in Limpopo during Operation Vala Umgodi. So along with 2 illegal foreign nationals, they were found with unprocessed gold, other minerals, 2 vehicles and mining equipment. And they face charges for illegal mining and violating the Immigration Act. Meanwhile, search and rescue operations for trapped illegal miners at an abandoned Rudaput mine shaft have now been temporarily halted for safety. Emergency Services spokesperson Robert Malautsi and operations said rather that operations would resume today. Then the National Assembly will hold an urgent debate today on the tragic deaths of 14 South African National Defence Force members in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. So this special sitting, called as a matter of national importance, will focus on the implications for the Defence Force. President Cyril Ramaphosa earlier directed that the national flag fly at half-mast until Friday in honour of the fallen soldiers. Discussions continue with calls for an investigation into the incident and concerns over the ongoing underfunding of the Defence Force currently. Now, casting a wider gaze, leaders from East and Southern Africa have called for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire to end the deadly fighting in the Democratic Republic of Congo. At a crisis summit in Tanzania, the Southern African Development Community and the Eastern African Community blocs urged all warring parties, including the Rwanda-backed M23 rebels, to hold peace talks within 5 days. The rebels have seized significant territory recently, including Goma, and their advance towards Bukavu raises fears of a regional war with many hundreds of thousands already affected. Summit also called for the reopening of key routes for humanitarian aid for those people. Now, even further afield, Israeli troops have now withdrawn from the Netzarim corridor, a military zone dividing northern and southern Gaza. Following the pullout, hundreds of Palestinians began returning to northern Gaza. The Israeli withdrawal follows the Israel-Hamas ceasefire agreement of January the 19th, which has seen the release of now 16 Israeli hostages and 566 Palestinian prisoners. By the end of the ceasefire's first stage in 3 weeks, 33 hostages and 1,900 prisoners are expected to be freed. The conflict, which began with Hamas's October 7 attack, has now left over 48,000 Palestinians dead. Now let's bring it back home for something positive. Cape Town is on track, excuse the pun, to have nearly 200 electric buses, marking a game-changing shift in public transport and easing congestion and obviously reducing emissions. So Golden Arrow is leading the charge, rolling out its first 20 EVs, with 120 more set to follow by year-end. Meanwhile, the city of Cape Town is set to introduce 77 electric buses to its My City fleet over the next 2 years. And charging infrastructure is expanding rapidly, supported by solar power and off-peak electricity from Eskom, and this win-win transformation benefits commuters, obviously the environment, and the city's bustling roads, some of the worst in the world, in fact. As Cape Town embraces cleaner, smarter transport, a greener future is clearly well on its way, or maybe it's just arrived, and we are here for that. All right, it is a bumper weekend of sport to wrap our heads around. Let's get into some of those highlights.
Thank you so much, G-Man. And one last time, let's dive into the world of sport. And still, the undisputed champion of the Octagon. We're talking about UFC 312 in Sydney, which saw Dricus du Plessis retaining the UFC middleweight belt that he took from his same rival, Sean Strickland, just over a year ago. Now, while it went to the judges again this time, there was a zero doubt with this campaign going very much according to script. Now, the South African produced his best striking performance to date, dominating every round and making good on his intent to beat the battle-hardened American at his own game. Now, in the co-main event, Zhang Weili gilded her modern great status by dominating the unbeaten Tatiana Suarez. Now, we move to the world of hockey. And the South African indoor hockey men earned their first major medal in history as they defeated Belgium 6-5 in the bronze medal match of the FIH Indoor Hockey World Cup in Porec, Croatia on Sunday. Now, after a slow start, ending first quarter 1-0 behind, the team responded with incredible intensity. Now, Mustafa Kasim took his overall tally to 17 to be named player of the tournament. And voted best young player back in 2023, his scintillating form on the global stage this season underpinned now by 118 goals for country in just 47 games. All I can say is well done, gentlemen. Now, moving to the world of URC and rugby, now the sole game on the URC menu, a North-South derby, did not disappoint as the Vodacom Bulls just edged out the DHL Stormers 33-32 at a packed DHL Stadium on Saturday. Now, Wilco Low anchored a dominant northern scrub, and some dramatic swings culminated with Stormers flanker BJ Dixon powering over to cut a 6-point deficit to 1. Now, with a minute and a half left, recent sub Clayton Blommetjies' missed conversion gave crowds and certainly neutrals full value. And the Bulls further securing the third spot on the log, and the Stormers are off the pace, down in 10th position. Now we move to the world of cricket, and MI Cape Town put on yet another remarkable bowling display to clinch their maiden Betway SA20 title at the Wanderers on Saturday, ending the hopes of a hat-trick of titles for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Now, with a real team effort at the crease, the Cape Town franchise reached 181 runs for 8 wickets in their 20 overs. Now, restricting the outgoing champions to only 105 runs, Kagiso Rabada, with 4 wickets of 25 runs, and Trent Bolt's 2 of 9, once again stole the show for the table toppers, and the latter earning him the Man of the Match award, with the honor of having won all 4 global titles with the MI franchise. Now, Sunrisers' Marco Jansen, also in the wickets, was named Player of the Tournament. Well, that's all we have for the world of sport. For many of you heading on the roads right now, let's see how we can serve you in the world of traffic. And here's Carissa with the latest.
Thank you so much, Ryle. Let's get into your roads for the final time this morning. And we start out in Gauteng in 4 ways. Traffic is at a standstill due to faulty traffic lights at the Monte Casino interchange. Now, heavy delays, as you can imagine, are expected, so do plan your route accordingly. Then we head to Cape Town out in Bellville. Back-to-back traffic is being experienced along the N1 inbound at Durban Road. So please maintain a safe following distance if you are using the affected route. Well, that's where we wrap up your roads for this Monday morning. Let's get a final look at your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued several warnings for today. We start with a yellow level 2 alert, which warns of severe thunderstorms, including damaging winds, excessive lightning, hail and heavy downpours, which could cause localized flooding in Gauteng, Eastern Free State, Northwest, Southwestern Limpopo, Western Mpumalanga, as well as parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, another yellow level 2 warning predicts disruptive rainfall leading to flooding in informal settlements and low-lying areas of the Lowveld and the Valley of Limpopo. Additionally, a yellow level 1 warning forecasts damaging winds and waves affecting sea navigation between Alexander Bay and Cape Agulhas. Of course, we've got to touch base with that sunrise view of the hour before we wrap things up. And this gorgeous view comes from Pietermaritzburg, from Mullen. Absolutely beautiful. You know what? It looks like you stepped outside your house and are about to go for a morning walk just after the rain has hit the ground in Pietermaritzburg, which can expect rain for the rest of today. But there's no better smell than that smell after the rain falls, hitting the tar. Absolutely beautiful. And I hope you're experiencing that right now, Mullen, as you can expect 21-degree weather on your side of town. If you want to share your morning view with us, that number is 0634088863 as we delve into your temperatures for the final time this morning.
If you are feeling a little nervy about Valentine's Day, don't worry, we've got you covered. We've got the soundtrack, we've got the goodies.
We do have the goodies, especially if you're a girl wanting to celebrate your girls all around you. I know I got my girl in studio. Kanyusile is standing by as we're going to delve into Galentines. I almost said Valentine's. No, don't forget about the Galentine's ideas for a cozy night in, because sometimes it's all about that.
It's all about that, and it's all about entertainment. So, speaking of, we've got the man himself, Mr. KG, still standing by to bring us nothing but opulence and excellence. The perfect occasion to bring in love. See you soon.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. In case you missed it, yes, it is the month of love. And today we're celebrating a different kind of love, and that is the love between friends. So important. It is time for Galentine's Day. It's the ultimate excuse to show your favorite girlfriends and just show them appreciation with laughter and, of course, a little bit of indulgence. Now, we've got the best of the best in studio to do exactly that. Kanyisile Mbude Williams is here to celebrate Galentine's Day with me, and we've got the ultimate tips for planning a cozy night in with your besties. There's no better thing than chilling indoors with your girls all around you, watching the movie, and of course, where we meet
Some
we eat.
goodies.
The snacks
Some
gotta be on
goodies.
point. And I can't wait for this. How do you like celebrating Valentine's Day?
So I like celebrating Valentine's Day with my partner, of course, but it is important to pour into your friendships. So Galentine's fits in. Karaoke, you have to do.
Yes.
And of course, some sweet treats. So
Yeah.
last year we did like a gender reveal and was a girl. How cute. So this year at Galentine's, we've got a new member who joins
Gosh,
us.
I love that. Wait, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Anything R&B and Break My Heart, Tony Braxton. That's
Oh,
it.
come on. And you got to do it with emotion.
Of course.
Throw tears
All the
in there for
drama.
drama. Yes, exactly. All right, Kanyisile, let's get into what I've got before me. It is so delicious, so tempting. A nice mix of sweet and savory too. 100%. So what are we looking at?
So we've got a bit of everything for everyone. So some people like sweet, some people like savory. Starting off, we've got the savory platter where you've got your berries, some prosciutto, some savory crackers as well. So you can get that in a selection. You've got your cheese straws, caramelized onion squares, and some crackers. But the star of the show
Can we talk about
is
it?
the heart-shaped camembert cheese. It's soft, it's creamy, made with Jersey milk, and it comes with this cherry preserve.
Oh, yeah.
So all you do is just decorate it a bit on the top, and you squeeze it up, and then you can use that to go with your crackers and your fruits. How cute is that?
And break my
The
heart.
math
Come
of
on
the
now.
love.
I love that.
And then moving over to our sweet platter, we've got some double sweet hearts, some bit of mallows, jelly beans, some pretzels, because everyone likes a bit of, savory. These mallows and ice biscuits, and then we've got a giant fortune cookie. How cool is that?
So this is what has really got my attention, because I am so incredibly curious about what is in this cookie.
Should we try it?
Should we try it?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
There
wait,
you
it's
go.
pretty big. Have you got it? Have you got the fortune?
Oh, here we go. We've got two.
Oh, we've got two?
Okay, so you can have one.
That's cute. Okay, you tell me mine, I'll tell you yours.
Okay. Always be yourself.
Oh,
How
I love
cute.
that. Authenticity is key. Okay, for you, you will always be surrounded by true friends.
Oh, I
Isn't
love
that
that.
sweet?
So sweet.
Oh, man. All right, and we've got delicious things before us, which I'd love to indulge in, but this one needs a little bit of decorating.
Okay, so let me tell you all about Willie's Decorate Your Own Cake, right?
please.
So like I said, you want to do a bit of funtivity, and this is the perfect thing to do. So it's a vanilla-based cake, and you can decorate it with berries, some micro herbs, some chocolate, anything sweet treat that aligns with you. Should we try it?
Yes, please.
Cool.
This
So
is a fun
I'll do the berries,
activity.
and you'll do the chocolates.
Okay, do we have a theme? Are we just gonna...
Always be yourself. We'll just be ourselves.
I like this.
And then, whilst also decorating this cake, what you can also do is, if you want to grab a few gifts for your friends, there's this shortbread, dark chocolate and hazelnut, made with all butter, which I think is truly, delicious.
And
We've got the
indulgent.
chocolate popcorn slab, as well as DIY kit. So there's a churro heart-shaped kit that you can get your friends as well.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Okay, don't be disappointed by my decorating skills.
Always be yourself.
Always be yourself.
Yes, and
I
be
love
comfortable
that.
with that.
It's our version of we listen, we don't judge.
Exactly.
Okay, I love this.
I'll do a bit of mallows.
Yes, please.
you're
I like
done.
the colours.
Center, pink and white.
Yes. I never used to be like a girly pink girl, but lately I'm just like, give me all the pink. Give me
too.
all the
I
red.
think it comes with age.
Yeah,
as well.
I agree.
Then we'll finish off with some micro herbs, some cracker flowers,
I love
just for some
that.
decoration. How cool?
That is beautiful.
So
I'm
cute.
going to add a couple of blackberries.
You can
just
as
on
well.
the outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. And of course, you need some drinkables to go with it. So
Yes,
we've got
please.
also these mojitos that can happen, which are non-alcoholic.
I was going to say,
How
are they
cool?
virgin?
No, it's virgin, darling. Non-alcoholic.
I love it.
So cool.
Beautiful. I think we did a fantastic job, Kanyisile. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that is ready for Galentine's Day.
Yes.
I don't even want to cut it. This is just going to be the main star of the show.
Yes.
The attraction.
Okay.
Okay, but right now, I'm sorry to do this, but I've got to test you on some romantic knowledge.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's
Let's
go.
do it. Let's do it. It's going to be really easy to get into. We're going to start off quite slow.
Okay.
Hopefully you love yourself a rom-com.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so do I. So name 3 rom-coms.
Sure. Okay.
No pressure.
No pressure. Can we count? Okay, rom-coms.
Yes.
I love the oldies 2000s.
Yes, do it.
So I'd say I take Mean Girls as a rom-com.
Okay,
It's
among
girls.
friends.
Galentine.
Yes, I
okay.
got you, Mean
We'll
Girls.
take How Did I Get Married?
Oh,
It is a rom-com by
okay.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
And then the classic 27 Dresses.
Oh my goodness,
It's all about
girl.
girls. I love
Finding
it.
the love at the end of the
Yes,
day.
At the end of the day.
Okay, interesting but really great options.
Thank you.
I absolutely love that. Now name 3 things that you would bring to a girl's night in.
Of course. So I'll bring a bottle of Bellini, mango and coconut Bellini from Willie's. I'll definitely bring some shortbread to gift a friend or 2. And available, I'll bring the camembert heart-shaped.
All about the love.
All about the love.
Come on. And this is why your fortune said you'll always be surrounded by friends. Love it. Okay. Here's a question about your girls' night, right? If you could just stretch your imagination as far as you could. Which female celebrity would you invite to your Galentines?
I would definitely go for Bonang Mateba.
Oh, girl, yes.
Love her down. Bonang Mateba, Sibam Tongana, definitely. And she may not be a celebrity, but my mom. I love me
Your
some
mom is
mom.
the biggest
I
celebrity.
love my mom, exactly.
I want to meet your mom because to produce this beauty, come on now, Mama, you did a fantastic job. I love it. I want to gift you something because, you know, girl to girl, I just feel like you deserve this. Okay,
Thank you.
One
It is
second, one
Galentine.
second. It is Galentine's. So what I've got for you is a mocktail kit.
Thank you so much.
With heart-shaped ice cubes. I just think it's going to add to your Galentine's, make it that much better.
I love it. Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to taste anything?
I
Do you want to break the heart?
Let's go for Unbreak My Heart. Let's go for that.
Yeah, let's do it. I love Toni Braxton.
Me too.
I think she'd approve of this as well.
I think she needs to come to South Africa again.
I missed her the first time. Wait.
Maybe she... me too. I also did. So that's why I need for her to come.
It's all right. We were too young. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah.
We can break off a piece together.
Yes, girl. And then I'm
Sharing
going
is
to get you a
caring.
cracker too.
Okay.
You take that one. I take this one. It's
Break a
teamwork,
piece.
team effort. We use our...
Let's go.
Equality clearly not a thing here. I'll take all the cheese.
Okay,
Cheers.
cheers.
Mm-hmm. 2 Galentines. 2 Galentines.
2 Galentines.
14 Feb is going to be a good day
It's
indeed.
on. So good.
Delicious. Thank you for joining me for this Galentine's. You got me really hyped about Friday. I can't wait to celebrate with my girls as well. And here's a small gift from us to you. Now, whether you're planning a fabulous brunch or even a cozy night in, or just looking to make ways to make your besties feel extra special, do remember that Woolies clearly has got you completely covered. Grab your cheese, grab your girls, and have a good
And
time.
some drinks. Let's go for a little cheers.
You can definitely feel the love right here in the studio, and we're going to keep that love going right now and send it back to you, because standing by to give you love, emotion, and entertainment, Salim KG in the building. So, Mzansi, I hope you're ready for it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this magic. Stage is yours.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay tell me you love me only, and that you always let it be me, and that you always let it be me. And that you always let it be
Beautiful. Because he makes us all believe in love.
Yep,
we all
absolutely.
believe in love, and it could be you, in fact, at the Theatre of Marcellus at Emperor's Palace, Sunday the 16th of February. You can head over to ticketpro.co.za to book your ticket and do it now. I would imagine there are very few left after that performance.
Oh, yeah, that's so true. Now, you don't have to book your tickets. All you got to do is stay alive, stay alert, and stay plugged into your Feel Good Breakfast show, because Kimbisa's still in the building, and we're going to be diving into something delicious. Obviously, as a judge of Color Your Plate with Koo, she knows everything when it comes to food. She's an artist, she's an actor, she's everything, but can she put some food together for us?
I should hope so.
I like that. You have quite a judgy face. I mean, as soon as he said judge, you were like, you started judging.
The
just
face came
everything,
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think a shakshuka is on the menu. Can't wait for that. She wears many faces, she wears many names, she wears many hats, and she wears many shoes. I wish you could have seen how many pairs of shoes have flowed through the studio. She's not going anywhere, but back in the kitchen now.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've been in the kitchen. We're going to get back there in just a little bit, but for now, we've got to talk about something special. It's your favorite cooking competition, of course, Color Your Plate with Koo, and it is back bigger and better than ever, baby. And joining us to spill the beans, you see what I did there? Thank you very much. And what to expect this season is none other than actor, presenter, superstar, Thembisa Ndoda. Also, just happens to be the judge.
Oh, just get over it now, okay? Literally, we could put you in every segment on today's show, okay? Are you going to sing for us today?
Listen, I'm already drawing up the invoice as we speak.
I love it. I love that for you. I love that for all of us, actually, in this ecosystem. You're amazing at what you do, so cool to see you in this amazing space. And, I joke about us being able to believe that we can, maybe perform, be romantic, get in the kitchen, and Color Your Plate with Koo is that for me. It kind of shows us that we can do it if we just back ourselves. What has your experience been like now that you're plugged in?
It has been absolutely incredible. And what you say about believing that you can do anything. You sit there at home, you've got great dishes, your kids are telling you, Mommy, you're the best cook in the world. And you're like, how do I get people to notice my cooking? This is that kind of competition.
I love that.
It takes people who love cooking, who love nutrition, who want to put together dishes that are great for family and for friends and for their spouses.
And the gram.
And the gram. and use all of those amazing Koo products and put something special together and win an incredible competition. So I think it just ticks all the boxes.
100%.
Yeah, I love that. And when I think about Koo, I mean, it takes me back to my childhood, from the baked beans to the peaches, just everything good in a can that you can get. It is a pantry essential and staple. How does the show highlight South African heritage and cuisine in a way that maybe hasn't been seen before?
This season, I can tell you that we're doing it bigger and better. We're bringing in all of those staples that you're talking about that remind you of home, of your grandmother's cooking, and then we elevate them. Because, you know, you want your family to be like, oh, mommy's like the best chef in the world.
Right.
I'm worth it.
International.
And it's great, they taste good, the ingredients are super, and also it's nutritious and healthy. That's exactly what we're trying to get out there to South Africans. That it doesn't have to be boring to be healthy.
As long as the colours are there.
And they are!
I love it. It's intergenerational wealth for me, our culinary arts in South Africa. We've got such like microcosms of it. Here in the Cape, up north, you've got like literally a block that has its own cuisine. You're an empath, okay? You have to be able to play the kind of, to go as deep as you do into the roles that you do. How then do you divorce yourself emotionally to be a judge? Because it must be so tough, because everyone is amazing. How have you found the judging process? How do you prepare yourself for that?
Do you know, I told myself that don't do it. Don't divorce from being the empath, the emotion, because that's really who I am. That's always been who I am as an artist, you know? So because I can see the dream, I can see that they really want it, but at the end of the day, it's the food. It has to taste good. It has to
flavor.
It has to go with the theme of the week, because we got different themes every single week. And also, I mean, it must move something in, you know? Because if it moves something within us, as me and Arthur and Ruben, then it will move South Africa as well. And that's just what they have to do.
And it's got to get the intergenerational nod, man. It's got to get the ancestral nod of approval. You can hear your great-grandmother going, okay, little bum pat, there we go, well done.
I love that.
that.
A little salute to you. I absolutely love that. And I have to ask you, Tembisa, as we get into this, speaking about why people should tune in to watch this. We've seen seasons of the show happen. We want everybody to be bums on seats for this season. Why exactly should they?
Season 4 of Color Your Plate with Koo has got entertainment. It's got drama.
Of course.
It's got lots of drama. I'm not even kidding. It's got lots of drama. It has got tears. It's got great food. It's got great recipes. And it's got a great bunch of people who just want to cook. You know? It's a feel-good type of show, but also it's got all of the trimmings.
Oh, man.
I love it.
I can feel your invoice just going up.
I know.
Higher and higher the more you talk. I love that for you, man. I know this is going to be a very happy place for you, because it does literally go into the hearts of South African homes, which is your mission. So it's so good to have you there. We'll forgive you the judgy face every once in a while, because you are actually a judge, so you're allowed to be. But thank you for pouring your fire and your passion and your energy into this. Absolutely beautiful. I look forward to you making us breakfast a little bit later.
Roll the sleeves up. We're about to get ready. A Shakshuka is coming our way, and I can't wait for it. And I hope you are ready to catch the goodness that is Color Your Plate with Koo. It goes down tomorrow from 7 p.m. only on SABC2. And here's a little sneak peek of why I enjoy this show so much.
Ready, steady, color your plate. The search for Mzansi's next cooking star begins on the new season of Color Your Plate with Koo.
It's good to be cooking with you again.
I know, right?
And fitting for the month of love, our first 4 contestants must create a meal from the heart for the perfect date night.
Is this even possible?
Time is not on my side.
Never underestimate the competition.
I'm here to win.
Catch all the cooking drama on Color Your Plate with Koo, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. only on SABC2, starting on the 11th of February.
Oh, the drama, but we are absolutely here for it. And we're going to be cooking with Tembisa just a bit, so you don't need to worry if you're looking for inspiration. She's going to bring it indeed. Now, hopefully I can inspire you to fill some money and get that pocket big, because this Monday you can play Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand in jackpots, and that means you could be a big, big winner. So don't get left behind and do the following. Buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app, you've got cell phone banking, or you can simply dial star 120 star 7529 hash and follow the USSDs. Now, we made it even easier by putting these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check it out right now and play the Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand in jackpots today, and you could become a big winner, but only if you play now. Now, we're going to keep playing and keep bringing you nothing but the good stuff here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've got to get into the kitchen. We've got shakshuka, and there's some chakalaka involved in this one, and some baked beans, but look how good that is. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. And if you're hungry for entertainment, then don't worry, because Mr. KG, Salim KG, is still here, still bringing us everything to remind us of the month of love. So don't go anywhere. A lot to get up to in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Monday morning. And we're making you feel all the feel good that we can possibly offer to you, because right now we're going to catch up with singer Salim KG, and it's time to get to know him a little bit better by asking a round of quick fire questions. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start here. You sing love songs.
Yeah.
We all know that. We all love it. Is there any love song or even artist that we would be surprised to hear that you like?
I don't know if it's a surprise. I love Karen Carpenter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From the Carpenters. Love it. Any
Yeah.
song in particular?
Oh, so many.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, they're so good.
Brilliant.
So good. R.I.P. She really gave us so much good stuff. Okay, let's get into the second one. How about the biggest risk you've ever taken in your career?
Starting a business.
Uh-huh.
Getting married, having kids.
Right, because you need to compromise, negotiate time now, reprioritize. Okay, have you ever had a really big heartbreak?
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did it influence your artistry and music?
I don't know about that. I think, life goes on.
That's your take. Okay, we just keep on moving. Maybe you could offer one piece of advice for somebody who is experiencing heartbreak right now.
Time heals, self-awareness heals, and distraction heals.
Distraction. I'm here for the distraction. I absolutely love that. So you've been referenced, I think Graham mentioned this earlier, as the South African Bocelli. So I'm really curious what your thoughts are on this. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Don't think about it too much, quickly.
Mixed, both, love and hate.
Okay,
if
tell
it
me more
works,
about either one.
Yeah, it works because people understand what I do, but I'm also, have my own sound, my own voice.
I like that, carving your own path.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, what's one talent that fans don't know about? Maybe your party trick.
I'm a good tennis player.
I like this. How about paddle?
I haven't even done that. I haven't tried it yet.
Are you curious about it?
Yeah, very much. I'd like to.
Oh, I love it. Do you watch tennis too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Who do you support?
Djokovic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Agassi, Becker.
Yeah.
Big fans of those players.
That's incredible. What is the most incredibly embarrassing thing that's happened to you on stage?
Ooh. I forgot my words, and when you forget your words in a foreign language, you can make it up. But when you forget your words in English, Making it up is even harder.
Oh my goodness.
So
what did you do? How did you recover?
I don't know. I made up words, half gibberish, half English, and did it so convincingly that people don't know.
It's confidence. That's all you need at the end of the day. I feel like what you should have done is just turn the mic and put it on the audience. You take it away.
If they knew the song, which they didn't.
They didn't, no. Do you ever let your audience sing? Do you ever let them have their moments?
I do.
Yeah? Do you bring them on stage?
Not quite yet. Maybe I should.
Maybe. Might outshine you, you never know. Okay, how about the most spontaneous or unplanned thing you've ever done on stage? Given a rose to someone, perhaps?
Ask them some awkward questions.
Oh.
Yeah.
As an audience or as an individual?
No, an individual.
Like what?
You know, how many wives had you had before this one?
Wait, did they play along? Did they?
No, they were taken aback. They were awkward.
Oh, no. Because they're like, how did you know? Okay, here's a question. If you weren't a singer, what would you have delved into? Not stand-up comedy, we know this.
No, I design, art,
Beautiful.
fine art.
I did hear you mention that. Okay, so you would pursue that fully.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Is there a space that you could do both fully
Yeah,
at the same time?
I think they could. I enjoyed it very much, and hopefully one day maybe an exhibition.
Okay, here's the question that I love to ask people who are so established in their careers, doing so well. What is one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self, knowing what you know now?
I think just keep on, stay with perseverance, and just keep plodding away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all about putting in that work, putting in the 10 years, and then you become it just like this. Mr. Salim KG in the building. Thank you. That was good. Well done.
Thank you.
No awkward moments, no awkward questions happened over here. And hopefully none will happen in the kitchen because we're about to get into something delicious. Raul, what have you got for us?
Oh, yes, delicious is an understatement, right? Because listen, earlier we caught up with Thembisa, our judge from Color Your Plate with Koo. And not just a judge, but we found out that she's an all-round superstar. She can do everything, right? So when we're talking about food without actually talking about food, we can't not make it. So we're going to do exactly that and get into a delicious recipe, bringing in some of these incredible colors. Thembisa, this is a crazy moment for you because normally you're the one judging.
I know,
Now
right?
Zanzi's going to judge you. Can you deal with the pressure?
How those contestants feel.
Yeah. So what are we making here? What are you preparing for us? I see the onions are already going. They're nice and hot.
We are making a wholesome shakshuka.
Yeah.
It's the month of love, Valentine's Day. This is something that you and your partner can dig in together into one bowl. You just take your little bread there and you dip it in there.
Oh, I love it.
So that was the thought process
I
behind
love
it.
that. That is perfect. So I think everybody's going to want to make this. Let's go through the recipe and also let's talk about the show because I love what Koo is doing.
Yeah.
We're talking about the fact that it's not just highlighting food, but South African food, right? Is that what's something that we can expect in the show? Seeing some inspirational food coming through?
Without giving too much away, it's about making food that brings people together. It brings South African flavors, but also in such an entertaining way. There's lots of drama, there's lots of craziness, there's lots of tears.
Ooh.
And but new recipes that come through as well, which is something that we look forward to. Do you know when you get there and you eat something, you're like, oh my goodness, that tastes amazing.
Yeah.
Never had it before. So this is what these contestants are bringing. They're bringing a fresh new element to the Koo products that we've loved for so many years.
Is that something you look forward to as the judge? I mean, you've got like front row seats to the drama, all the action. Yeah?
I love me some tears. But happy tears.
Happy tears, yes. Victory tears.
Yes,
yeah,
victory tears.
okay,
You know?
okay.
And food that makes you cry in a good way, it's good food.
Got you.
You know?
So not
So,
just
yeah.
onions here, but like real good food, real good flavor.
mix
How's
the
this looking, by the
onions,
way?
yeah.
How, are
Mix
you,
it there, mix it there.
if you were to judge these onions, is it okay for you?
Wait, let me see. yeah, getting there. All right.
Getting the judgerachness on here. Also, when it comes to being a judge, right, you also have a lot that you personally are going to...
add some cumin onto there.
Cumin going into that? Okay, perfecto. You also have things that you look forward to and look towards as a judge. What are those? Is it the flavor? Is it the combination? Is it the story behind the dish?
I think for me, I mean, as an artist, as an empath, as someone who loves food, I love the story behind the dish.
Yeah.
But also, I want it to taste good. It must be sensational to win a competition of this caliber.
Sensational.
Yeah, we're bringing it bigger and better this season.
I
We're
love
not playing
that, yeah.
around, hey?
Yeah.
And also, I just want you to hero the Koo products that we give you because they're already great. We just want you to elevate them. Just take them a little bit, you know.
And there's so many ways to do that because I've been thinking about it. We sometimes use it on the show often, actually. Not just the traditional beans we're talking about.
Chili flakes.
Chili's going in there, nicely done.
We want it spicy.
Okay, this is what South Africans want. South Africans want spice. We want chakalaka. We want the full body emotion of our country in here.
Yes.
Okay, what's in next?
Paprika.
Paprika's going in next.
Denise, you want it spicy. We're not playing around now.
No, we don't play here.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Bring the heat. We want a hot Valentine's.
Yeah, that's the one.
And for me, spices really are the overwhelming thing because this is what can make or break a meal.
Exactly.
This is what you've got to pay attention to.
So you must gauge as well. You must know your partner, please.
Whoa.
And then obviously some salt and pepper.
All right.
I'm just going to add it all there because I'm going to add all of these ingredients, so we need the flavors to come out.
Nice.
All right. So it doesn't get dry, I'm going to add our 10 tomatoes.
And again,
You must stir there, Baba. Stay.
at your service. I'm working. So
Come
I'm just
on.
admiring what's coming out from Koo because it's chopped up, it's fine. We don't have to do a lot of work. It's
And
making
the
things
flavor
easy.
is there. The flavors, they're constantly there. And it's something that is fresh as well, but comes in a tin. I mean, where else?
Where else can you get
where else?
convenience like
Yeah.
this? All right, so the show. Let's get back to it because we could get distracted here all day talking to you. When is it actually airing? Because it's like pretty soon, right?
Yeah. Starts tomorrow, Tuesday, the 11th of February at 7 p.m. only on SABC2.
Yes, okay. All right, so we have a reason to get on the show. We just started our plate over here. We've put in the tomato and onion mix, is that correct?
Yes, put in tomato and onion mix.
Got some spices.
We put in some spices in there, some salt and pepper, and then the creme de la creme.
La creme de la creme.
The creme de la creme, baby.
What is that?
This is my favorite.
Of
from
course.
Koo. It's the Koo baked beans.
It's a classic.
The classic.
Yeah.
If you don't have this in your pantry, I don't know what you're doing.
You're not living.
You're not living, please, Dactyl. All right, so we add our baked beans in there.
Beautiful.
Look at how thick that mixture is.
And I have mad nostalgia when we're talking about baked beans.
Right.
As someone that camps, as someone that loves to make things on the fly, I've had beans on toast, I've had beans in meals, on eggs, in so many incredible ways. As a side for the braai.
Yeah.
In the braai, it doesn't matter. There's so many ways to bring beautiful flavors to life. And for me, it's not the flavor that stands out as much as it is the experience and the memory.
Yeah.
Because all of that combines to give you this beautiful sensation. And I think that's what the show is really bringing to the forefront, right?
It really is. And also, I mean, we can't have those baked beans in Shakshuka because they bring the sweetness.
Yes.
They bring that bit of sourness from the tomato. But the iconic duo is when you add it with chakalaka.
Chakalaka.
Yeah.
The one and only, the South African staple.
Yes! What is South African delicacy without the chakalaka?
Absolutely.
So we're going to add that in there.
And notice how we are literally just opening up a can and throwing it in a pot. That's how easy it is.
That's it.
Right?
That's really it.
I feel like my ancestors, my forefathers would be so proud of me.
They're so proud of you now.
And they didn't know. I cheated. I got to be honest. I use convenience of Koo. I love how easy this is coming together. And having a head judge next to me, I don't even feel overwhelmed and intimidated.
Oh, you shouldn't.
I feel good.
I'm the nice one.
Are you?
Ruben Arthur. I'm the nice judge.
You bring balance.
I do.
I like that. Okay.
I do.
Listen, before we run out of time, let's bring this together so we can show it off to Mzansi. We've got the beans in here, we've got the chakalaka and the spices. What's next?
So it's mixing there, it's really coming together nicely.
It's smelling amazing, right?
Right. But also, I mean, the products do the work for you.
Absolutely.
Like, you don't tell the partner that. Just tell them, oh my goodness, I'm putting so much work into this meal.
I spent all day, babes.
So then we're going to break the eggs in there. You want to do one?
Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah.
The goal not to break the yellow, ideally?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because look, it should look good as well. You know? You're trying to impress.
Is that part of the judging, aesthetics?
It is!
Okay, all right. Pay attention, contestants. Tomorrow you will see it all take place, 7 o'clock, SABC2. It is Colour Your Plate with Koo. The head judge, Tempisa's here, along with her friends, and we are making Shakshuka, the South African way. We're trying to not break our yolks here.
You're really good at this.
Am I?
Breaking egg thing.
Listen, I chow eggs, eh? I'm a protein lover, so, you know, we got to get
add
used
another
to
one
it.
just for ambiance.
Ambiance just over there.
Put it in there so it goes in. And
I didn't break a single egg.
Good on you.
I feel like the judgment has been perfect. Your
so
energy
we can put up
is...
the heat a little bit so it can cook right through.
Turning that up. Steam's on. Can we just pass some of the smelt, Mzansi? Just get some of that. Oh, please don't pass out with the goodness right now. But Thembisa, absolutely love the energy you've brought through to the show today, this morning, and especially when it comes to being a judge on Colour Your Plate with Koo. We are grateful. We are so blown away by the fact that the little girl from Wits has done all this incredible work. Look at you now, right? Think about that back then. Can you think about that? Remember that. You've done such incredible work. So proud of you. You have slayed more than a full 360 moment. And I just want to say thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, SABC2, 7 p.m. What are you waiting for? It's Color Your Plate with Koo, and Tampisa is standing by to bring all the judging that you waited for. This looks amazing, just like you. Thank you.
A man now.
Channel your inner feel-good on Expresso with me, Zanele Potelwa.
And me, Carissa Cupido.
Something huge is coming on the 13th of February because it's...
World Radio Day!
We're doing the first ever TV and 2 radio station simulcast.
Joined by Stan Mars and the Big Breakfast team from Good Hope FM and Carissa Cupido in Cape Town.
5FM's 5 Breakfast with Nick Hammond joins Zanele in Johannesburg.
It's a radio takeover on Expresso, Thursday, the 13th of February, 6 to 9 a.m. on S3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're about to get your Just Reward. Salim KG is here, head of, I think, a journey through love curated for this weekend. It's happening at the Theatre of Marcello at Emperor's Palace. And, of course, you have a front row seat right now to get just a little taste. There you can see the details. Tickets available at TicketPro, starting from about 200 a head. They are going like hotcakes, and understandably so. This is why. Taking to the stage right now to give us a little taste, it is Salim KG.
Hey, I'm Salim Kaji, and this is Always on My Mind.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never if I made you feel second best. I'm so sorry I was blind, but you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied, satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on
Wow.
I think you've got more for us.
Oh, please, one more, sir.
Thank you very much. And this is Il Mondo, which is the title track of my concert at Empress Palace.
Stay beside me, say you'll never leave me. How I love you, how I love you, how I need you, please believe me. In my arms I found my heaven, and your lips have done their part. Il mondo, your love is all I need in my world. Let tender kisses plead in my world. How could I ever live without you? Il mondo, my heart belongs to you, so take it and promise me you'll never break it. Say you'd stay here in my arms. Gira il mondo, gira nello spazio senza fine, con gli amori appena nati, con gli amori già finiti, con la gioia, col dolore della gente come me. Oh, amor, soltanto ne so io di quanto nel tuo silenzio io mi perdo e sono niente accanto a te. Il mondo non si afferma
Theatre of Marcellus at Emperor's Palace this Sunday. Ticket Pro is where you can get your tickets.
Oh, please have one more bow for us, Salim. Come on, you deserve it.
Salim Kaji, absolute master of his craft. Thank you, lad.
Speaking of master of the craft, can we say thank you to this master, this queen, this slayer, Tembisa. Thank you so much for today. You were amazing. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and just so proud of your growth. And it looks like you are heading for the stars, so hopefully we can see you there.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We'll see you at the Baxter and on TV and everywhere else. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget how much we love you. Adios.
Another feel-good production.